They are top drilled pears. Now, aren't they lovely?
Very elegant, that shape, actually.
Really, really nice.
You could do a lot with that.
Glossy black spinel coming your way. Going so far away from £10, that is unreal at 8:30 tonight, but we've got lots to squeeze in for you. So let's get started and let's bring you some beautiful Mexican Laguna lace agate. We've got such a beautiful palette here. Come and have a look at the beautiful patterns. The lace agate, as we know, the lace agates that we know, of course, we know a blue lace agate normally. And the blue lace agate, as we know, has quite a separated banding. The Laguna lace agate is famous for its tight banding, but also its beautiful patterns and the reds and the oranges, of course. If you remember, this is the Ojo Espacito, of course, the beautiful Mexican deposit of Laguna lace agate, and of course it's named after the area, of course, in which it was found. We've got the last 15 strands, one of the most sought after agates out there. The original deposit over in Mexico is now a road. Unfortunately, they didn't realise what was underneath there, and they built a 5-kilometre road on top of it. Of course, yeah, exactly. So we've got the last 15 strands there, 8 millimetres on a 37 centimetre strand. Gorgeous tones. Particularly loving those greys, those mottled tones as well. But of course, those ones are the reds, the famous reds and oranges. We're at £12.95 for this one. It is the last of stock. Make sure that you are dialing on 0800 644 655. You can join us, of course, online and via the app. But they are, and have a look just very, very quickly at the drill hole size, because I know that that is quite, you can see straight away that temporary strand, nice and thick. You can see that through there as well.
Yes, you can, yeah. Really thick.
So you can see how many of your different beading materials are going to physically pass through those 8mm beads. Have you worked with much of this agate?
I have, not a lot, but I have a bit. And what I love about it is there's so much variety in there. It goes with so many things. And it's unisex.
Yeah, definitely.
And as you said, you can thread it with cords and ribbons even. It's really versatile to use.
It's a beautiful, I think it's just such a beautiful palette of colour.
Yeah.
All those neutrals. It's everywhere at the minute. You just look at the decor for big houses, a lot of it at the moment on Pinterest, and it's literally greys.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful neutral tones. Make sure you're checking out on that. Well done. Next one we're going to move on to is now, is it a guaranteed carat weight we're getting on these ones, please, Beck? 110 carats. Okay. I've got to say, these are particularly, I love that. Look at the different depths of them as well. It's not just about the different shapes, but the different depths. Come on, have a look at these. We've got a chance for you to see. Love the fact that we've got different shapes, but also look at the different depths that you've got in these cabochons. Opening up different ways of being able to work with Tibetan turquoise. Now, again, you're guaranteed a carat weight, 110 carats. The parcel that you've got on your screen on the recording doesn't have the rectangular shape that I've got here, or kind of any of those pear-shaped. Oh, hang on, there we go. Get the pear-shaped one as well. That sort of pear shape that you've got. They've got mostly ovals. Very last of stock, all unenhanced and natural, and all of that going under £20. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Isn't it? You think about what you charge just for one of those Tibetan cabochons.
Yeah, I know some designers who actually travel to those destinations purely to go and find this turquoise.
Definitely.
So this
is my favourite.
Amazing.
I love. I think Tibetan turquoise is so individual. It's so unique. It's so incredibly individual, because what you have is you've got those wonderful rooftops of the world mountains with the snow-capped mountains. All the snow melts. The impurities run through the stone, create those beautiful matrix markings, and you get something really individual, almost a dendritic inclusion running across that, like a black fern leaf almost.
Stunning.
Very last of stock. Make sure you're checking out on those. I'm so sorry that we don't have more to go around, but do make sure you're checking out on those. Beautiful. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Love those. Let's bring you that. Love turquoise. Such a beautiful gemstone. Yeah. Which size, my lovely? Yeah, got them here. So Chrysocolla is this blend of 3 gemstones, if you like. Cuprite, you can't even get hold of anymore for a start. Your purples, your beautiful, your reds, your blues, your greens. It's like a mixture of malachite, turquoise, lapis lazuli and cuprite all come together. So that's sort of essentially 4 gemstones. But it almost looks like looking at a little mini planet Earth from a distance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like looking at, you know, when you sort of see sort of aerial views of, say, for example, like the Barrier Reef.
Yes.
And you see, so this one here where you see the pattern of the land and then you see that ocean blue.
And then the coral or the, yes, it fades to get dark, deeper and deeper.
Nice, actually. We really are seeing some really lovely gemstones that would lend themselves to men and women's jewellery so far this evening. It's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Really lovely.
And I love the fact that these are 4 mils as well, because you could almost make them highlights to things.
Okay,
yeah. So if you were using spinel, for example, and just have a few little 4 mils in between.
A splash.
Yeah, a little bit of colour coming out there. And again, it's still not, it still could be masculine.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, what's nice to see is the decent sized thread that's going through the 4 mil, because almost you'd be kind of a little bit reticent, would you? Be thinking, okay, so not going to be able to pass too many through there. But actually, the temporary thread that is on for these, it is properly giving us a little bit of room to move on those. Yes. They are fabulous. And when you get them home, the colours are stunning. Thanks, Victoria. That's a lovely message. They are, aren't they? Really beautiful. 5 final strands left, 18 centimetres, and of course under £10, 28 carats of it as well. It is a beautiful gemstone. It's you're looking about halfway on the Mohs scale there, and a beautiful natural and enhanced amount of colour. Think sometimes when you see the lapis lazuli and the malachite, that 2-tone lapis lazuli strand which has been enhanced, think about then the fact that all of these colours that you're getting here are totally and utterly natural. £9.95, last 3 strands. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming on that. That is an 18 centimetre strand that you're getting, 4 mil, 28 carats. Make sure that you're checking those out. Last 3 strands available. Press your button once. Say that again, my lovely. I do have those, yeah. So we had, well, the last time, in fact, myself and Haley were with you was Pearl Day. And we had an absolute blast, didn't we?
Really, that must have been your heaven.
Oh, absolutely. That was my idea of heaven, that whole show was. We've got now a few last of stock pieces for you. This is metallic irregular natural pearls, 12 by 16 to 16 by 27 mil on the strand, 41 centimetres. But what's gorgeous, and we spoke about this at length on your pearl, look at that. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
Natural metallic iridescence. That pearlescence, the radiance, it is a metallic bronze, gold, beautiful lilac, baby pink, peach blend of perfect pearlescence. But these are the very, very last of stock. They're not coated. They're not enhanced. You've got beautiful, natural, totally organic cultured pearls. So highly reflective, aren't they?
Yeah, and
really are.
When it's sitting on your hand, look at the golden tones.
Absolutely. Bursting, aren't they?
Yeah.
And again, I'm just going to spin that strand round so you get, I mean, these are very sizable. You know, they're not sort of tiny 2 or 3 mil. They are big, beautiful, baroque, irregular shaped pearls. If you can imagine just setting one of those in a ring. I mean, you can see the size of them there. They are really beautiful and sizable, aren't they?
And some of the baroque shapes are really, really big. So if that's a bit too big for you, these are the perfect in between.
Absolutely. And again, you get more of a surface area rather than a sort of whole shape if you like, because they are that little bit flatter, aren't they? So you get that more surface area, more sheen, more iridescence, more radiance. I mean, that one that comes around to us now is beaming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at this one now with the golds and the lilacs. Extraordinary, almost like colour change pearls, but it literally is the light reflecting off those beautiful surfaces, all natural surfaces. The very, very last of stock on this one. Now, this is a special strand. I think you can all see that. And for those of you who work with your very high-end pearls, your natural pearls, your organic pearls, and of course that really sizable pearl, $54.95 for the entire strand. Very last of stock, 30-day money-back guarantee. So again, when you are looking at working with these, you know, there's like an entire rainbow coming off that one there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You will be able to either work with the entire strand, of course, or you may pick and choose which one of those pearls you're going to work with. But they are absolutely beautiful. You can see the golds, you can see these beautiful silvers, stunning baby pinks, really, I mean, exceptional, almost unicorn colours coming through there, just really outstanding. And the very, very last of stock. Hi to Karen, to Jacqueline, to Edwina, anonymous collectors, well done indeed to you as well. Those of you that have pressed your button ones, we've allocated to you, so hold those lines, won't you? And make sure you're checking out on those very last of stock, $54.95. And a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can on those. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Love one of those in a ring.
Oh.
Opened, you know,
Well,
sort
I
of
was
a
just sitting
beautiful
there
opening.
thinking, now how would I break that down? Would I do it as like a long chain with some in this, you know, in between the chain?
Nice idea.
Or just a pair of earrings? Or would I have it all together on a stretchy? There's so many options.
I know, I know. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Well done if you got hold of the last of stock on that one. Which one would you like next, Beck, did you say? Okay, if we must.
I've been waiting for this step. Thankfully, it's not too late into the show.
Was it Christmas morning? So Christmas morning, we launched.
May I have a feel of how
course
heavy
you can.
that is?
Of course you can.
It's not as bad as I would have thought.
It's not as weighty, is it?
Because I was thinking, would you be able to wear that as a band?
Well,
maybe.
There's this thing that chiropractors call text neck, where everybody's neck is down here because they're always looking at their phones or their tablets, and it is text neck is now, they're saying, an actual thing. That would be Labradorite neck. Because of the weight of that on a chain. That would be, you know.
It would be.
It is a beaut. On Christmas morning, Zena and Mark launched a really beautiful moment of Labradorite, and they sold out in a heartbeat for whatever reason. We've got 11 in stock, and they all possessed different Labradorescence. They all possessed within the feldspar family that really beautiful and quite mystical, beautiful Labradorescence and Schiller. Now, this is what's so difficult about this, because in the studio, I'm now looking down through the thickness of this here, and I am seeing a turquoise line bursting through that. Then there is this kind of ultraviolet glow coming from within. You can just see that down the TV lens. Can you see that ultraviolet purple colour coming through there? It is again, we've had moments of this where there's been a golden, where there's been a pink, where there's been a rainbow, but this one in particular is possessing those beautiful, you can just see the green coming there. And again, to see that through the camera lens is notoriously difficult. There's that ultraviolet again, bursting through. The very last of stock. Paperweight, having that displayed on a mantelpiece where the light from the windows is going to hit that and make that come alive.
I mean, many people, I have a collection of pebbles and things that I've collected, shells and whatnot, And that's going to sit in that kind of collection.
It's
Fireplace stuff as well.
And I also think as well, for those of you who do believe in your crystal healing, it's one of those moments where you hold that in your hand. It's so tactile when you are looking at the properties and the sort of, I say healing properties. Personally, I do believe in the energies of crystals. Not everybody does, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But for those of you who do, you know, Labradorite is one of the most amazing gemstones to have in your collection. It really is. $49.95, very last of stock. Please do make sure that you are checking out. Now, holding it at this angle, you can just see that ultraviolet and that look at that azure blue and that ultramarine. Very last stock. Each one will be individual and unique. You can just start to see that golden and green coming through on the corner as well. So many different ways. And again, you'll see something different when you take it outdoors in natural daylight. You'll see it, you know, in different light when you've got it in the light. You would, you know, it's just...
absolutely. I mean, you could even have it in your car and just, if you're feeling a bit stressed out in the traffic.
Oh, there was somebody in a van. So I had 4 cars in front of me and couldn't go anywhere. And this guy in the van on the way up here today is beeping his horn and gesticulating. He's like, calm. There's 4 cars in front of me. I'm not going anywhere.
You can't go anywhere anyway. So.
You know, no point.
No.
Oh, dear me. But yes, that would be good. Beautiful. It's the last stop. Make sure that, no, don't show it. You're on your horn! No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please do make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Last one available for you. Hold those lines, talk to the call centre and confirm on that. You don't want to miss out. If you've got your heart set on that and it's set aside in your basket, make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can. We've got lots to squeeze in. Let me remind you about the star buys tonight. We've got the super duos coming up for you. About 5 minutes time. Last of stock, Super Duo bundles. Now on a CB day to bring you last of stock bundle, and it is last of stock, you know, most of the time there'll be over 100 available in an opportunity. Last of stock means you're going to need to be very, very quick if you want to get hold of those. They're coming up in about 5 minutes time. We've got the KO thread bundle as well for you. Lots more to squeeze in. What can we squeeze in before the Super Duo bundle, Beck? I can do that, yeah. Kyanite rondelles, and that will take us up to our first star buy for you. An enhanced natural, some proper royal blues on this strand as well. Look at the lustre on those. 55 carats of natural kyanite.
I love the detail that you can see in those stones.
In what way? As in the sort of little Mother Nature fingerprints in there?
Exactly. Yeah, because I mean, you might look at it and think, well, it's similar to sapphire, it's similar to tanzanite in its own way, but it's got something different about it. It's got a different hue, but it's also got those little details.
Yeah, it has. It's got the little feathers, the little silks within it. I also love the fact that it is from the rooftops of the world. But it's born of the ocean. That's what I think is amazing about this gemstone. It started off its life, 40 million years ago, deep below the seas. It's risen up through subduction and become part of one of the most amazing mountain regions in the entire world. And then, so it's literally risen from the ocean. So from the blues of the ocean to the celestial blues, literally at the rooftops of the world. And for me, it was Nepalese kyanite that made me want to fall in love with kyanite, because I'd seen Brazilian kyanite before and I could appreciate it, but I really didn't adore it until Nepalese, beautiful Tibetan, Himalayan beauties like this. Great price for it as well, $11.95.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, because if it's got some mysticism about it that the other two bluish stones don't have.
Yeah.
So there is a magicalness about it,
definitely.
yeah.
It is amazing to think that it's ocean blues, you know, that it formed in the ocean and then rose out of it. There is something really quite dramatic about that as well, isn't it? Almost quite, when you think about, you know, the Roman gods and the Grecian gods, you think about that sort of, you can understand why this was, you know, a beautiful, beautiful gemstone to own. $11.95, but you need to make sure that you're checking out and confirming on that one. It takes us up to our first start buy. So we've got super duos for you. It's seed bead day. We've got the matte white, we've got the jet black, we've got those beautiful two-tone super duos for you as well. And start by price. Okay, so we have a super duo bundle for you. The matte black and the matte white as well. And then we've got the black and white Vega. Now I knew that they had an odd name, but I just couldn't for the life of me remember what it was. It's a strange name for these.
Yeah.
Because they are a lilac, almost iridescence, and a metallic purple that you get within that. And I'll just show you the pot as well, so you can see. So you get almost like an Aurora Borealis lilac on the one side, and then of course you get the beautiful, sort of very, very metallic, almost I would say burgundy and sort of mulberry tone on the other side. Then you've got the matte black and the matte white super duos. So the chalk beads, the jet black beads, and they are all 2.5 by 5 mil, and they're all 24 grams per tube. So thinking about that, and the fact that you are getting your super duos, and it is a bundle, it is last of stock. So for those of you that have dialed already, well done indeed. How many have you worked with super duos, much?
I have, not a lot, but a couple of times. They're gorgeous, and if you look at some of the things that Mark Smith does with them, when he has the pattern, so they're all slanted off to the side. I mean, they're so clever.
Yeah, they are.
You could mix them with even with some of the oval shapes.
Yeah, definitely.
Double drilled beads. Works brilliantly with, so yeah, they're really useful.
Yeah, no, they are, and I think as well, you know, when we see Joe working with them, when we've seen Jill working with them, when we've seen Patty working with them as well, you know, when we've seen the super duos, the effect that your super duos have, they are amazing, aren't they? Absolutely amazing when you think about, you know, and I've got to say to Mark as well, Mark has and also Hannah Osborne. Now Hannah Osborne and Katie, lovely Katie Parker as well, when they've worked with their super duos, some of the designs, the rope work design necklaces that they've made have been incredible.
Actually, last week there was some amazing stuff.
Some beautiful,
you're quite right.
Yeah, no, we have got some quite extraordinary seed beaders that I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have the patience.
I'm with you.
I'm going to be totally honest. I always am with you. I always am with you. I don't have the patience. I can't sew to save my life.
Yeah.
So for me, it feels already as if I need, you know, a bit of a sweat just thinking about it. But for those of you who are talented enough, who have the patience and who have the creativity and the mind to be able to create those designs, I really do think that you excel with them. I really, really do. Standard colours, definitely for the jet black and the chalk white. And again, you know, you've got to think about how beautifully reflective these tones are. You know, you've got the 2018 colour of the year there as well. I mean, enjoy the fact that you are getting to experiment with those beautiful super duos, or add them to a project that you've already got on the go. They are a little bit, they've got to be for the stash mind, haven't they?
Yes. I mean, you could, just to create a simple bracelet with seed beads and the super duos, if you had the seed beads in between a super duo, that's all you need for a lovely...
So you're saying seed bead, two seed beads, super duo, two seed beads, super...
That's all you need, and that's a cute little necklace, bracelet, or a panel in something. So from the simple pattern, and then through to those wonderful wrap,
those more
twisted...
complex ones. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on these. $15.95 for you on your screen. That's 3 packs in total, bundled together, last of stock on your Super Duos on your seed bead day. 0800 644 605. Say that again for me, Beck. Not many Super Duos on seed bead day already? Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Ah.
Lovely, then jump on in.
Yeah.
Apparently not much Super Duos for you today, so enjoy, 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 and the fact that you're getting a fab $15.95 price. 0800 644 655. Hello to Kate, to Patricia, to Linda, hello to Judith, to collectors in County Durham, to Sally, to Karen, Rebecca, Louisa, hello to Alison, collectors in Merseyside, Greater London. Anonymous collectors, well done indeed. Fab, fab, fab. Lovely. So I mean, that for me, that isn't for me. That's not a standard colour.
No.
It's a really beautiful colour because it's got that sort of two-tone
unique,
effect.
yeah.
But the black and the white, maybe for stash, I mean, they are an essential stash for your Super Duos.
Yeah.
Just for your seed beads. Now, for those of you who do a huge amount of work with your seed beads, and I know that you are there. I know, I've seen your amazing work on our Facebook page, and to see your work come alive, and whether that's that you've got your own ideas or you've incorporated some of our guest designers' ideas into yours, that's what it's all about. But I would have thought that the white and the black were a standard stash essential, and this one's just a little bit special.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, and that one, it's the colour of the year, but also it's wintry, it's opulent.
Absolutely.
It's quite sexy.
It is, very, I can see that working with some beautiful amethyst.
Yeah.
And just complementing the amethyst, not taking away from it, not detracting from it, but complementing it because of those beautiful lilac tones, the iridescence, the metallic sort of quality to them. Absolutely gorgeous. It is lots of stock though, so please do make sure there's so many of you there. You do need to make sure that you're checking out and confirming. This is from Susanna. It says, hi guys, I've just finished a Cellini spiral necklace. Took me forever, that's special. But I loved making it. Now I'm a seed bead addict.
There you go.
Suzanne, gorgeous.
Yeah, well done.
And I do imagine it does take time, but well done you for persevering, don't you think?
For some people, and I did find this myself, is that it starts to become like meditation in a way. Once you get into the rhythm of it,
I'm going to start trying hand knitting for that very reason.
Good.
My husband's bought me a book and he's bought me all the really thick yarn. And a friend of mine has made blankets. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to make one of these. They cost about £325 to buy, so I'm going to make one. That's my
with your
challenge.
fingers?
With my arms.
Oh my word.
With my arms. This is from Wendy, who says, just push the bead reamer into my finger. Ouch, cheer me up, Ray. Drop something.
Oh no.
The plot. Oh, that is painful.
Sorry for you there.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hold those lines. Hold those lines. I'm just sitting on my cable. I can garrote myself for you, Wendy, if that would help. Make sure you're checking out on those. Well done. I do have one of those, yes. Okie dokie. Let's do that. Oh, hang on, picking all of these up. Oh, that's gone right through me, that has.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is your wire straightener. Okay, so this, I know lovely Claire McDonald's shown us how to use this quite a bit, but this has, well, and lovely Sarah Elvin, in fact. This is quite an essential piece of kit, I would have thought.
Yeah, especially for your wire workers, because you end up with bits of wire everywhere, and they get buckled and bent, and then it's a waste. And that actually, and it gets kinked and bent out of shape, and that actually basically reconditions the wire. Or if you made something, it's not worked out, you undo it, and then you can recondition the wire.
So basically, it's passing the wire through, and then obviously with the rollers, it straightens out that wire, doesn't it?
It straightens out the wire. It straightens out the wire. It does
Gets rid of
harden
those
it a little bit
kinks.
as well. So if your wire is really soft, you can work hard on it. Yeah, it's a really, really unusual but useful tool. And once you have it, you will use it all the time.
Well, I know that we've got one kind of just in our stash here in the building
Yeah.
for all of our guest designers to be able to kind of, work with, and especially on a challenge day when we've got somebody who's wire working and doing one of, sort of a challenge demo. It's always handy because obviously if they started and, normally if you've got a little bit of time, you may be able to sort of unravel it and kind of, start again. But when you're doing a challenge here, I know from our guest designers, they've been using these and Claire's shown us on numerous occasions. But it definitely has a purpose within your kit when you are regularly making your jewellery instead of using more wire and wasting it again.
Absolutely.
Over to you.
So there's a bit of scrunched up wire. You could use a pair of pliers and it just wouldn't do the trick. But if you just get them so basically you've got to slide it through any part of these rollers, it doesn't really matter. Bring it to one end. I find if you create a little handle for yourself by bending a corner there, and then you just start to, or you can do a loop, and you just start, can you see?
Yes.
You would do that a few
Kink-free.
times, kink-free, but you do that a couple of times. Now, what you've done, you just scrunch it into a little, there you go. So that is a lot better. And you can actually even just do that, and it starts to...
Yeah. So, and any of our gauges will go through that, won't they, as well?
I mean, there's quite substantial gaps in that. So I'd say probably, you'd probably even get a 2.5 to 3 mil wire through there, but that'd be quite hard work.
Yeah, on the fingers, I'm sure it would be, yeah. So we've got the artistic, I've taken this out of the package, team, just so that Sam knows. Available there for you. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can. This is how it's going to come to you, not out the packet. Okay, just so that we are aware. Do make sure that you're checking out on that. Well done. Thank you, Hayley, lovely. We're going to move on to, yes please, faceted or non-faceted? The glow of this every time, every time. On the run up to Christmas, we had some beautiful of this gemstone, really did. We have bright viridian, stunning greens. Look at that. No, is it? Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, so normally a chrome dioxide strand, here I would say, you're looking at probably 39 to 49, I would have said, easily for your chrome dioxide plain rondelles. Beautiful purity of colour coming through. Look at the glow on those.
Yeah.
They are beautiful. That all there for you. Oh my gosh, look how bright they are. Good
so
gracious
vibrant.
me.
I mean, sometimes in the studio the lights dull things down, but that is...
They are alive with that colour, aren't they? It is a life-giving colour, it really is. This is going under £20, which is fabulous to be able to say. Slight graduation on that strand from 2x1 to 5x3. You've got an 18 centimetre strand. They are glowing with that secondary beautiful green as well. No yellows, no blue, secondary colour, just a pure, vivid, bright, and quite frankly, rainforest green.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a good way
All natural.
of describing it.
That is gorgeous to see. Really lovely. Under £20 as well. You're looking at the Siberian mountains of Russia. What are we looking at the minute? What's the month? We're looking at January. It's colder. Yeah, it's colder at the moment.
Slightly.
They have a spring from their spring, or their thaw, I should say, happens between July, August, September, and that's -27 when it's thawing. So it is a very difficult gemstone to get your hands on. Exceptional greens, all natural, all yours, under 20. Have you worked with much of it?
Never. Yeah, it's stunning.
It is just a beaut. It's not often that it's ever seen in kits. Not often at all. Sometimes nuggets and chips, but not beautiful rondelles where you've got that purity of colour.
I think that makes them a bit more versatile because they could be used as spaces or as beads in their own right. And actually, if you rethreaded that with some lovely gold or rose gold chain,
yes,
that's
gorgeous.
all you really need, isn't it?
Some yellow, to be honest, and I really do believe this, I think that when you see the yellow gold with the chrome diopside, you don't really go back to any other beautiful colour precious metal with it. There is something about yellow gold and a beautiful chrome diopside that it just is so decadent, so decadent, so high end. And look at the tassel colour. The tassels. Oh, I've ordered a pair of shoes in this colour. Don't tell my husband. But I do. That colour is gorgeous. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Make sure you're checking out on that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love chrome diopside. The glow from that is incredible. Honestly, it really is.
Dazzled.
There's some gorgeous clarity there. Make sure you're checking out. Please do make sure you're confirming. So our star buy at the end of this hour, we have got... Yeah, absolutely. Have a look at these. So we've got some fabulous thread coming up for you. Very, very soon indeed. Looking forward to bringing you that. So you've got your KO beading thread all coming up for you. We've got Amazonite coming up for you. We've got Jadeite coming up for you. However, at 8 o'clock, we are opening up the pre-orders for... your bundle of last of stock fire beads. Look at these. So at 8 o'clock, we'll open these up for pre-order and we'll bring them to you officially in the 9 o'clock hour. You want to watch. The price for that bundle is amazing.
Dazzling, aren't they?
Yeah. And look, this colour's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at those two together.
Yeah, champagne colours.
Absolutely gorgeous. The price on this bundle is extraordinary. There's also another bundle as well, but the pre-order for those opens at 8 o'clock tonight, so please do make sure that you're joining us for that. And if you can't watch the final hour, my goodness me, pre-order them. Pre-order them, please do. So, yeah, of course we can, my lovely. Do you want to do these now, the threads? Okay then, so this is your KO thread bundle. You're getting 5 reels, 1 price point, and it's a star buy. They are really lovely, aren't they? Just gorgeous colours. I love how much versatility we can offer you now on all the different types of beading thread that we offer. So if I'm right in remembering, the KO gives a little more bounce than normal. Your nylon thread, Japanese KO beading thread. You are getting, and I'm just double checking, do we know, have you got the details on the, thank you my darling. So we've got the baby pink, the baby blue, the light grey, the orange and the turquoise. They're all 50 metres. All of them are 50 metres. Now, they are a man-made thread. They're not a silk. They are a nylon thread, and they've got a little bit more of a bounce. Our guest designers have kind of said it's got a little bit more of a sort of elasticity to it than your wildfire and your fireline. Some beautiful colours. It's got, and that is what is so lovely. I think if you're seed beading, specifically seed bead embroidery, working with your shibori, to have the option of those gorgeous different colours is lovely, isn't it?
I've never worked with it, so I can't talk about how it feels, but all I can imagine is if you're not with that, the colour that you would get coming through each bead.
Lovely.
That would add a real contemporary twist to things.
Definitely. And I think from what I can remember as well, with our, and please do, if you're at home right now, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think, as far as I'm aware, that you need to beeswax this.
Doesn't look like it.
And also, because it's nylon, it works with your thread zapper.
Ah, yes, of course.
Because it is a man-made thread, it works with your thread zapper, from what I remember. So that's nice because it means you'll get a nice clean finish on using that thread.
Yeah.
So we've got the baby pink, this one here.
Pretty.
We've then got the light blue. We've then got for you the light grey. Oh, is that no, that's the light grey, that's the turquoise, that's the light blue, and that's the orange. There we go, so that's classed as grey.
It's like a lovely sunset colour, isn't it?
Just the most gorgeous, gorgeous colours.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely. So the entire bundle, so you're getting, what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, so the 250 metres of your KO thread. 250 metres of your KO thread for one price point. And £15. Yeah. 0800 644 655. And I think as well, you know, if you are even if you're not using these just for seed beads, if you are using it with, for example, any of the gemstones, if you're using it with those beautiful pearls that we saw earlier, those metallic luster pearls, if you're using it with the Amazonite or the jade that we've got coming up for you later, you know, you've got a beautiful, and all of those are beautiful colours, aren't they?
Yeah. You almost want to make a feature of the thread. So looking at, let's say, for example, the super duos.
Yep.
You'd have to be very neat, but doing some interesting stitching around the super duos as you're threading them through, making the orange a feature.
Yeah, definitely.
Could be really fun to play around with.
I think just having it in your stash so that you know that it's there and you can use it. You know, at $14.95 as well, when you are looking at, so you've got 5 reels there of your KO beading thread for under £15. With really quite complementary colours. Again, if you're working with your shibori pieces and you think of all the different sort of peaks and the valleys that you've got within your shibori and those gorgeous pieces of silk, and you want something then that instantly blends in with that. It's not just, you don't want to just work with the, you know, the black of the fire line or the wildfire or the crystal of the wildfire and the fire line. You do want those colours. At least you know that you've got something that is going to work beautifully with your seed bead colours and your shibori and your seed bead embroidery.
Yeah.
Definitely
really
worth it.
Nice mix of colours.
Definitely. A little bit of a stash moment on your screen. Go for it. 0800 644 655 on your screen, of course. You can join us online and via the app as well. Do make sure you check. Excuse me. Easy for you to say. Easy for you to say. Do make sure you're checking out one shipping and handling charge for the entire day and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Hold those lines. Well done. Well done. Moving on. Well, don't forget those fire beads are all coming up for you for pre-order at 8 o'clock. I can, yeah. They're huge. Do you know what? The photograph on the computer just does not do these justice at all. These are fabulous.
Yeah, they are.
Look at that. This is... just size-wise.
Oh, look at that.
It is a gorgeous
People are
piece.
seeing space bears and funny drunken
The thing is,
creatures.
you do see different things. When you see faces in things, it is a specific thing, isn't it? Look at that beautiful wave. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So you're guaranteed 250 carats of malachite. Again, different depths, different shapes, different beautiful patterns.
Yeah.
Madagascan malachite. And it's got, I mean, this one in particular, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You can see as well, we haven't buffed the reverse, but you can see the pattern running all the way through it, seeing that it is all natural, it's all enhanced.
It's just
really gorgeous, isn't it?
That might disappear.
I've got to say, the photograph that we saw on the web earlier, these just did not, they looked much, much smaller, much smaller. These are gorgeous. I mean, look at this one.
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
all of them for £21.95. It is a little bit last of stock on these. Well, I mean, obviously we've got a choice here of different depths, beautiful patterns. What would you be inclined
to do
with one of these?
Well, I would
gorgeous,
make a
look at that.
bezel for them. I'd make my own bezels, and it could be anything from a big chunky cuff just to some stunning necklaces or a pendant. Probably a lovely big cuff for the oval ones. If you get slightly smaller ones in your pack, then you could do a lovely statement ring.
Yeah, definitely.
But bezel set or folded claw setting with
Oh,
some
nice,
cutout sheet.
lovely, yeah, really nice. £21.95, they are the last of stock. Again, some really big dramatic pieces here. Not necessarily for the faint-hearted, even if it was as a pendant. These are glossy, these are vibrant, these are vivid, and they're very eye-catching, aren't they?
Well, we are on Seed Bead Day.
Yeah,
and
we are
although
indeed.
it's beyond my capabilities, but pretty much all of the other seed beaders actually can do seed bead bezels, can't they? So,
seed bead embroidering around.
So they would look amazing with some golden seed
Oh,
beads that
they
we have in the
really
next
would.
kit.
Yeah, we do have some beautiful seed beads. Even the bronze tones and the gold tones would go beautifully with this. Really exciting. They are the last of stock. Hi Karen, hi Jane, hi Carol, hello to Aviola. Collectors in Worcestershire, well done anonymous collectors. But they are the last of stock. Gorgeous. Ooh, so Art Deco. Tanya, they are.
Yeah.
They are really, really beautiful. Either that or quite psychedelic in their pattern,
Yes, they
aren't
are,
they?
yeah.
You know, and I've said this before, my nan had two, they were fake malachite vases. So it was a glass, a green glass that was made to look like malachite, and they were on the end of the mantelpieces. Whenever I see big pieces of malachite, I'm instantly back there looking at these two vases and watching my brother smash one.
Gosh.
Sorry, Dan, to call you out there, but you know.
Dear. He'll never live that down.
No, I know. Beautiful, though. Love, love, love malachite. Do I have what, my lovely? Droplets. I do indeed, yeah. These are so eye clean. Goodness me. Look at these. Irregular, top drilled green amethyst.
Oh.
Now, the iron running through these is very, very subtle. The colour is the softest mint green that you could possibly imagine. A really soft mint green. They're top drilled. February's birthstone. Hands up if you're a February baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Soon.
I know, very soon. Looking forward to it as well. You've got those beautiful green droplets. Very, very subtle tone. Lovely clarity. Really lovely clarity on these. Top drilled, coming to you from Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil. 0800 644 655. Lovely to see those sort of soft. Oh my gosh, really?
What? No.
£3.95. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Gosh, you can make some gorgeous little flowers out of those.
And there's
couldn't
a
you?
lot on that
There is a
strand as
huge
well.
amount on there.
So just a pair of earrings is going to cost you a couple of pennies.
Gosh, wowzers. £3.95 on your screen for a 33 centimetre strand. Drops there go from 4x3 to 11x6. And I have to say, that pastel palette of colour is gorgeous.
It's really fresh.
Is indeed.
Yeah, really fresh.
Very subtle, not overly saturated. It's just a really subtle, almost like a mid-sage tone.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming on those. We've got our first kit coming up for you. We've got loads more to squeeze in. We've got more star buys, of course. And in an hour's time, we're opening up the fire beads for pre-order. So please do make sure you're staying tuned for that. We've got our first kit with Hayley coming up in the next hour as well. So please do make sure you're joining us. And of course, do have a look at all of the star buys that we've got coming up for you tonight. There are some fabulous moments where we're focusing on Amazonite. We're going to be looking at the beautiful jadeite that we've had for you. In fact, let me just show you the jadeite because it would work beautifully in tone with the amethyst. Different texture, different opacity, but very complementary colours. Really lovely. I love that flat coin in the jade. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Very soothing, very calming colours here. really, really soothing. Make sure you're joining us for those. So they're all coming up, plus Amazonite, plus our one-to-one, of course, or our must-have, I should say, the black spinel. So make sure that you're joining us. Don't go anywhere. Myself and Hayley and the team will be back with our first kit for you on Seed Bead Day on the other side of this.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you'd like more information on up-and-coming shows, you can view the programme guide on our website.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen, from the item code and the product description right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Welcome back to The Late Show. It is lovely to have your company tonight, joined by Hayley, of course, and The Late Show team. My name is Ray. We're with you all the way through until 10 o'clock this evening. And we've got our first kit coming up for you. Gorgeous it is as well. Just to read, lots of you have been messaging in about the must-have. Can you see it? It's black spinel. Yes, you can. Here it is. So you've got top to bottom centre drilled black spinels, all coming your way for an amazing price. They're at £8.30 tonight. Do make sure that you're joining us and checking out on that and confirming as soon as you can when you get a chance to. We've got the beautiful fire beads coming up for you, but we can't open that up for pre-order until an hour's time. So, kit number one. Should we have a look at some beautiful jewellery? Now, obviously, when Hayley and I joined you tonight, and Hayley and I, we were very, very honest with you, it's Seed Bead Day. I am not a seed beader in any way, shape or form. I've never even attempted it. Okay, I haven't. I will be very 100% honest with you. I haven't tried it. I haven't got the patience or the skill. I can't sew for the life of me. Anyway, I can appreciate it, and I can see, I mean, some of your work is absolutely outstanding. It really, really is. But Hayley was very honest and said she's not a seed beader. But what's been lovely is the fact that we can open this up to those of you who aren't necessarily seed beaders.
Yeah.
And that's what's been really lovely about this kit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there'll be customers out there who have not used seed beads before. And so...
And who may be like us, haven't wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just thought, I'd like to have it a go, but wow, it's quite overwhelming. So baby steps. So that's hopefully what we've got.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What I love about the kit, the findings, the amount of findings opens up such a whole sort of host of beautiful jewellery.
Yes.
You know, entire suites of jewellery that can be made with the seed beads. There's so many seed beads. There's so many beautiful Swarovskis. We've got the file line, we've got the needles as well. You know, it is a two-part kit, but it just goes such a long way. Absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the findings pack. Thank you, Hayley, sweetheart. I love these colours.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
These are uber glam. So we've got the findings kit, okay, which is in that, oh, hang on, stay, little bead, stay, where we've got your findings pack. So we've got your featherweight head pins, we've got your full head pins, we've got your chain, we've got your, again, your jump rings, your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers. You've also got your little beads, your little gold colour beads, you've got your shepherd's hooks, and sizable 9mm bolt ring clasps. So that's the findings pack. Is that the 150 findings pack, 150 piece? Yeah, so we've got 150 pieces there in the gold plating. Then your seed beads, you've got, they are such decadent, rich colours. They really are. Have a look at these. So we've got for you, in your Mayukis, you've got your galvanised gold size 8s. Then you've got the size 15 dark bronze, and the size 11 in the middle, the transparent dark topaz. So size 8, size 11s, and size 15s in those, and they are truly metallic, gorgeous colours. So you've got the size 8, the size 11, size 15, plus the 150 piece findings kit. If you just went for that option, the amount of jewellery that you could create out of that is going to look gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, and even if you're not a seed beader, I do actually use seed beads a lot as spacers and stopper beads and whatnot. So those are a perfect little
definitely
filler.
And I'm just thinking as well, you know, just simple earrings.
Yeah.
So you've got your head pin, just simple earrings out of these beautiful seed beads, because the centre hole is so generous on all of them. You could get a beautiful pair of earrings and not a single thread or needle near it.
Absolutely. Traditional jewellery making skills.
Yeah, definitely. Using them as a bead rather than the, you know, with the sort of the woven sort of material. Yeah, definitely. So you've got the 3 tubes plus the 150 piece beautiful findings kit, and it is our standard findings kit. It's one of the most popular that we do. It really, really is. Do make sure you're checking out and confirming. Price for the 2 elements, the seed beads and the findings kit, under £15.
Wow.
Now, bearing in mind you've got 3 tubes of seed beads, and depending on the different finish on those seed beads will depend on the price that you pay for your seed bead tubes, plus the findings kit, under £15 for all of that. Now, I think that value for money, because the amount of pieces of jewellery that you're going to be able to get out of that kit, just for the 1 pair of earrings, probably you could make your price back just on the kit alone.
I would think so, completely. Yeah, I mean, you could keep on going for for a year or more with that kit, and yeah, you would get a lot out of it.
It is a great price point, and again, not having necessarily to use them in the more traditional sense with your needles and your thread. $14.95 on your screen, 0800 644 655, and of course we've got the second part coming up for you, which contains your Swarovskis, the thread and your needles, which I know a lot of you have been waiting for. But again, then we're going to see with Hayley a way in sort of capturing those beautiful Swarovskis with the seed beads and with the thread as well. So do make sure that you're checking out on that one. That was part 1, okay? Then we'll bring in for you, thanks Hayley, lovely, part 2. So we've got the size 10 beading thread, size 10 beading needles, I should say. And your £10, and I think it's 48.5 meters of your fire line, and that's in the white, in the crystal. Now, those are your kind of essentials, and then look at these.
They are really amazing.
Yeah, they are lovely. They, you know, Swarovski, you do it well.
They do. They know what they're doing. They're like real. They look like real gemstones, don't they?
They do, and the mix, and I think I've picked up a golden shadow. So what I'm going to do, that's the golden shadow, and if I just bring in the other tone that we've got for you as well. So you've got the light smoked topaz and the classic golden shadow, which means you're getting those two tones. They are so complementary.
Yeah.
Effortless combination of colour. 10 mil on those. Beautiful cushion cut Swarovskis. Gorgeous. And I'm just going to flip one around for you so you can see the reverse, because they've got the matte metallic background so you don't lose any light going through there. They are beautiful. The fire on them is fantastic as well. But do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on this part. So this is the second part of the kit, and the price is on your screen for $24.95. So a whole host of beautiful Swarovskis, 8 Swarovskis in total, plus the fire line, plus your beading needles. Now again, so that's $24.95 if you're getting the second part. Now if you don't invest in the second part, honestly, you are going to have so many pieces of jewellery from just the first part of the kit as well. And I do think the first part of the kit, which is the findings kit and the actual seed beads, it does open itself up for those of us who are not seed beaders in the more traditional sense. Does open up a little bit of door for us to play with the seed beads and the findings and create that beautiful jewellery. So make sure that you're checking out and confirming. Hayley, my lovely, what are you going to show us, lovely?
So we've got these amazing gemstones, and you know, how would you catch that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, if it were a real gemstone, you know, with the clarity, the colour, you know, we'd be looking at a pretty penny. So Swarovski imitates those genuine gemstones very, very well indeed. You know, it is man-made. It is a crystal of sorts. That's even difficult to explain, but we've got it. It's very, very beautiful to look at. It's quite a dramatic look.
It is. So it's essentially a cushion cut, a square cushion cut, and because I do a fair amount of stone setting, I thought, well, how would I set that if it was metal? And you would have a base of a few rows of sort of metal or wire to sit upon, and then some claws coming up, 4 claws coming up to catch it. It's a bit tricky to do that with what we've got, so we're going to make that with seed beads.
Fabulous.
And of course, the seed beads that we have are these lovely bronzy,
the colours just melt into it, don't they?
The 8s are a little bit large, so I've gone for the smaller seed beads, which surprised myself because I thought I wouldn't want to play with the smaller ones, but actually they work perfectly with these gems.
Fabulous.
And I'm just going to show you my really rough pattern. It's puts Joe's.
Oh no, that's great. Well,
if you saw Joe's amazing one, this is quite embarrassing to show.
No, it's not.
But I'm just going to basically explain the pattern, and then I'll quickly jump onto it. So essentially, what we have is underneath the gemstone, we're going to have 2 rows. A smaller row of seed beads and a bigger row of seed beads that sit underneath. So that's going to be
almost cradles it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're creating a basket in a way. So that's going to be the first row, and it's going to have basically 4, 4, 4, and 4. And then the second row, now they're sitting underneath the stone, 6, 6, 6, and 6. And then on the top, although this is wider in the drawing, it's actually going to be less because it's going to catch it around the top.
Yeah. Okay.
And joining it all together, there's going to be a row of 4 of the
great.
The amber seed beads, and then a loop. So I've started threading because, as you might well know, that seed beading can take its time. So just to let those who haven't used this fire line before know that this particular gauge, it's quite a substantial gauge, which is actually a good thing. It makes it really, really strong. But it's a bit tricky to get through the needles. It absolutely does go through, but what you have to do is at the very end, if you just squeeze the end with some pliers, so you flatten it down, and that way you can slide the needle head through over the top of the flattened section down and pull it with your snipe nose pliers. So for the first section, I need 16 of the fine, tiny little size 15s.
Yep.
Okay, and I've threaded those
So you
on.
put 16 straight on,
16 straight on. And then I would normally just tie a little knot there, but actually when you try and do that, it kind of overlaps and it gets a bit untidy. So the best way to do it is to actually feed your needle through the last bead. So you're going in the same direction, you're not going over and through, you're going in the same direction, and then feed the needle through just one bead, and then pull it tight. And that should seal it up quite nicely and hopefully make a nice, neat finish. I'm just making sure that I'm going to get the other end.
Do you want to work on the black rather than a white?
That's probably
one? Because then you can see what you're doing a little easier.
Thank you, that's very thoughtful of you.
I was thinking here, white against white and the studio lights is a little bit difficult.
There you go. Okay. So that's actually pulled together quite easily, and I'm going to do a couple of overhand knots just to secure it, and nice and easily done. So I'll do 2. You don't want to do too many because actually we're going to need the space where the thread and the knot is. So if we do too many, it just becomes a bit clumsy. Okay. So starting off with that, and then I'm going to bring one that I kind of started earlier on, just to show you where we're going. I might move on to the white for that one, alternate.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that is the small ring there, okay, the inner one. And then we're going to add on the adjoining beads there. So for that, I'm going to add 2 of the ambers to start off with. Okay, 1, 2. And then I'm going to add a row of, again, the lovely metallic ones. And so if we look
at the size 15?
The size 15s.
Okay.
So if we look here, we've basically brought on the 2 ambers, and then we're going to add on a row of the next row around. So for that, I actually need 6 of the metallics, of the 15s. And we will repeat that.
I'm loving the preparation with the pots.
Do you?
Yes.
You kind of have to, otherwise it just goes everywhere. I'm learning from watching all the other tutorials that I've seen, because you know, you pour some onto your mat and it's just chaos.
Yeah, I love the sound it makes as it hits the floor. I hear that quite regularly here when I drop things, Hayley.
Yes, I've experienced that with you. I'm always glad it's not me. Oh.
So we thread the...
Okay. Yeah, so basically I've added on 2 of the ambers.
Yes.
And then 6 of the metallics, and then another 2 ambers. And what I'm doing is I'm actually starting to create one side of the basket. Okay. So to fix that into position, this is where we separate the little bottom one. It basically needs 4 sides to copy the shape of the stone. So I need 4 beads on each side. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one, I'm going to thread the needle through 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, and hopefully get the 4th one. There you go. Okay. So once we pull that through, there you'll see you've got one part of the basket in position. Okay, so there I've got 4 beads there, 4 beads there. Now I'm going to do the opposite side. Okay, so I'm going to pick up 2 ambers.
Can you remind me what the colour of the Mayukis were called again, please, Beck, my lovely? Just, I know we've got a galvanised gold and a metallic bronze, but I couldn't remember what the size 11s were, my lovely. They're the dark topaz. So the dark topaz is the size 11s, and then the dark bronze the size 15s, and then the galvanised gold's the 8. Thank you, my lovely. Smashing. I know we're calling it amber. I just wanted to make sure that you know we're not using amber. We are using the dark topaz size 11s.
Thank you for correcting
that. No. Just in case people are home going,
no,
amber?
You're quite right.
Is there amber in the kit?
Yes.
Just so that you know.
Right. Glass, is it not? Okay, so now I've got my second side on there. I'm just going to count out my 4 beads again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one,
pass
thread
that
it through.
through. Yeah.
Okay. And then once we get to the other side, what we're going to do is we're going to take that needle up through the 2 of the what was the colour?
This one is the dark topaz.
Dark topaz,
yeah,
thank you.
Transparent dark topaz.
And there you go. So what we're then doing, now we've got 2 sides, but we're going to start to bring the basket up.
Okay.
Okay, so what I have there, which is better, 2 sides of the basket. And I'm going to start to create the structure. I'm going to bring in the one that I've made previously. So what I did was brought it up, added on 6 beads and went across there. And then threaded it through and 6 beads and across there. So now I'm finished with the top row of beads. Okay. What you'll find is as you're pulling the beads, it gets really tight and it actually gets quite square.
Okay.
And of course this stone is a little bit wider and flatter than a box shape. So if you pop your stone into position, now actually the stone will sit at a slightly angular position on when we put it in.
Squish!
Yeah, squish it in and it kind of gets the shape of the stone.
Okay.
Flattens it out a bit basically. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to add on another 2 sets of the larger beads to continue to the next level.
Okay,
and
so
then
in this case, you're talking about the size 11s, yes?
size
Which are
11s,
the dark topaz
the
ones.
dark topaz,
Okay.
yeah. So 2 of those. And now on each, oh, wrong needle. Let's put that one right to the side. Okay, 2 of those. And then we're going down. So we started off with 4 beads on each side in the base section, then 6 beads on each side. Now we're going to 5 beads on each side. And the reason for that is because this is the bit that's going to capture the stone. So 5 beads on this first section here. 1, 2. Okay. And let it all slide down. And then add another 2 ambers. Now what you will need to do with this design is it can get a little bit floppy, so you need to kind of get some reinforcements going on in it. So bring it, when you're coming down here, you're going to bring the needle through the 2 amber beads, sorry, the 2 topaz beads. Dark topaz
I'm just going to keep going. Dark topaz.
Gosh, it's stuck in my mind. Thank you. There you go. Through those 2 beads, if you can actually find your way in. And that way you're completing the top, the 3, basically the 3 layers.
Yeah.
It will get a little bit confusing, and believe me, there was many of them that I did, and I thought, I don't know where I am with this. You have to kind of put it down and reassess where you are. So once you've got that 3rd row in place, what you need to then do is slide the needle through the section of 4 again, and it is remarkable how many rows of cord or thread plus needle can go through these beads. Okay, if it's a little bit tricky, it just basically takes a bit of a push.
Yeah, they are even on the smaller ones. The threads, the wildfire and the firelight does pass through. For those of you, of course, who are quite new to seed beading, does pass through quite a few times. And the needles have got that little bit of a flexibility to them so that they bend and shape. And then you can always just grab a pair of pliers and pull that needle through, should you your grip be a little bit difficult.
Okay, so what I've done is I've gone through down to the very bottom base, and then I'm going to reinforce this one here. So that's got a bit of reinforcement in. I'm going to now reinforce this one by going up through all 4 of the topaz ones.
Well done.
I know. I had to really think about that. Okay, there we go. Right. So those 2 edges are reinforced. Now I'm going to add in another 5 beads.
Okay.
Of the small 11s, sorry, 15s. Sometimes when I'm, you know,
I know, I don't want to, because I know, because you are, as you've said yourself, I don't want to interrupt all the time.
You're welcome to interrupt.
Because you know when you're picking up and you're like, somebody's there at your ear talking to you and you're like, I'm just trying to get the needle in the bead, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yes, at home I would just fling that one out the way. There's so many on the carpet. Tomorrow has to be a definitely
Hoover day.
Yeah, big time Hoover. Okay, so basically, now I've got my row of 4, I've got my 5 little teeny 15s, and I've got 2 more ambers that are going to go down to this section here. So eventually I'm going to have 4 of the topazes on each corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring that down first. Do watch your finger. Watch where you place your finger. Otherwise you're going to do what
Wenda was doing.
Yeah, with her awl. That's not a very pleasant experience. And again, we want to do some reinforcing. I'm actually going to take it across there and up there.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is to stop sort of the seed beads from being, when you're encasing the Swarovski, from the seed beads sort of claws being floppy.
Yeah, because what I experienced, I did, as I said, I did many of these. The first couple worked beautifully. I thought, oh, I'm good. and then that's when you get a bit too arrogant, then life shows you a lesson, doesn't it?
It does a bit.
So then basically...
I love how honest you are. I'm good.
Yeah. And then the next 3 were awful. So I had to figure out what was the problem, and it was the fact that they were a little bit soft and they needed some reinforcing. So up through these 2 topazes, and then we're going to add in our last, I think it's our last one. Let's have a look when we get up there. Apologies if my big thumb is in the way.
It's very difficult when we're working with seed beads, though, to translate down the camera lens, though, because of the distance between the cameras and getting too close and stuff. But you know, everybody's got a chance to, you know, watch again or press record.
Absolutely. Okay, so there, now I've gone up through there. I need another 2 more of the topazes. And another 5. So basically, I'll just recap. You can see how the basket has started to come together.
Yeah.
And eventually, when we all pull it all taut, hopefully it'll work. Okay.
And you're looking really to capture the... If I spin this round for you, actually, in fact, everybody else can have a look at home. So what Hayley's doing is looking to encase, to capture the Swarovski. So you can see the double basket at the base. And if I show you on the side, you can just see where that little shallow coulee is on the reverse of the Swarovski. And then when you spin it round, you still see the edges of the Swarovski. And of course, you still get a chance to see the fire, the pizzazz, the beautiful sort of sparkle that you get from within the Swarovskis as well.
I actually even like the back of those because the metallic
works really well with the seed bead colours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And okay, so we're getting there now. So we just basically need 1 more row of, I'll try and pop that down so you can sort of see what I'm doing.
stitch that over there.
Thank you. There you go. So we've got our rows. We need one more row on the top, but we have to do that one with the stone in place. So I'm going to get the stone in there. Now the way it works is actually the corners go into the slots basically, not to where the beads are, because actually we need the corners to catch in between where the rows are. Okay, so there we have that in position. I'm going to flop that over. And then you can
technical term right there. Flop that over.
And you can see that basket that was starting to be created. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just going to take that out and make sure that my thread is where I need it to be. So at the moment it's at the bottom because it actually, that's why I reinforced that one corner. Now I'm going to reinforce the other corner, bringing it through this section here. Okay. And I will actually go through up those 4 corner topaz beads, and then we're in the right position.
And that's the nice thing about it, because you can maneuver the thread back to the position where you need it to be by hiding it through, taking it through the path of the beads, can't you?
Absolutely. That's why this fire line is just amazing stuff.
It is, and it takes such a great big weight. You know, when you see somebody, for example, like Jill, for example, our guest designer Jill, who makes, you know, huge sort of hummingbirds and butterflies on a sort of bib style necklace. It's like works of art, and it is quite extraordinary. But knowing that it's safe because it's on that £10,
absolutely,
you know, that £10, that's 5 kilograms.
Incredible, isn't it? Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, so there we go. So the stone's in position. The beads have been brought up, okay, to where they need to be. Now, this is the really fiddly bit. You might have to wangle it about a bit, but we're going to bring that final row over, and we're going to then thread through these topaz beads. Okay. So that's always your go-to place. It's the topaz beads. There, and then through the ones below it. Now, if it's not quite catching, getting the shape and the line out that you need, that you want, if it's looking a bit scrappy, don't worry, you can kind of wiggle it about once we've got it all pulled together. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, putting it down and putting your finger there, and then you just pull. Okay, can you see how as we pull it together, it's starting to encase it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So if it hasn't quite pulled, actually that's worked better than expected. Thank you. And then I'm just going to bring this along to the final section over there, where I've got my tail.
So now you've pulled that taut, you're just gripping it in place.
I'm gripping it in place.
But that thread has been pulled nice and taut.
It has indeed. If you're worried about it becoming untaut, then basically you could do a little knot here. We could actually do that, just in case. Okay. There you go. I can actually feel that stone slipping as I'm doing that. So I'm just going to move that around a bit. That might have been a mistake. There we go. Pull really hard, and then, in fact, what I'll do is I'll leave it at that, and then bring this through 4 of these beads here. Okay. And then that should secure it nicely. Now, it might need to...
Does that not want to pass through?
It's not wanting to pass through, but what I'll do, instead of going through those ones, I'll actually go in the opposite direction and see if we can...
Is that because we've knotted it and so it doesn't want to pass through the knot?
I think that was the mistake I made, which I hadn't done originally. Okay. Yeah, so that's okay. As long as you get it nice and secure previously, then you're okay. Let's try that one more time. If not, what I'm going to do, basically on the top of that, we just need to add a loop.
Yeah, so which is what you've done here. So you've taken the dark topaz.
Absolutely.
Looped that around.
Yeah. So bring it up through your dark topaz. I'll bring it up there. Okay, now ideally what you would do is you go through both of them, but because it's a bit precarious at the moment, I'm looping it over so it doesn't come apart. Pull it nice and taut. And then to create the loop, I've just added, I think it was 12 of the dark topazes to create that loop.
And then you've got the shepherd's hook to sit in the centre of the 6.
And that loop, you can actually lay it either going sideways or facing front. And that depends on whether you want it to be a feature or whether you want it to be a bit more discreet. So if I continue to, so there's a few beads on there, but if I continued, I just bring it round.
Well, while you do that, just so that you know, these are the pearls that are on your screen at this moment in time. For those of you who have been looking for pearls since we brought you those beautiful metallic pearls earlier, we've got your pearl rondelles on screen, 8x5mm on your screen. Beautiful pearlescence, traditional classic colour as well. Beautiful price tag for these as well, for those of you who are looking for your quite classic colour pearls, actually. 0800 644 655 if you want to grab these. Of course, you can add these to your order. They are under £10. So make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can. Genuine freshwater cultured pearls, not faux, the real deal, $8.95 on your screen, $8.95. So you've threaded how many of those
I've got 12 of those on there. Just bring it round. So if you want your loop to go sideways, you put it sideways. If you want it to go backwards, you do the same thing. And then just bringing it down, back through some of your topaz beads. There you go. Now you see that's quite difficult because obviously there's a few rows going through there already.
Yeah, mind your finger.
Yeah, exactly. But you could actually, I could just take it back through, down, through there and create a little knot if it's easier. Let me move that tail out the way. There's always an alternative way of doing things if you kind of get lost. Most of jewellery making is problem solving.
Definitely.
So I'm just going to bring that through, do a little knot. There you go.
And then that's what you're attaching to the shepherd's hook.
Absolutely. So it could be a little bit neater. Snip it off. You can use your zapper if you wanted to. That's a slightly wider loop because it was...
It's got that really beautiful pendant though as well.
Absolutely.
Really
there
lovely
you go.
pendant.
And then put it onto your shepherd's hook or what have you.
Oh,
So,
look,
yeah.
that as a pendant, that would look lovely on sort of black velvet cord on a choker.
Yes, I like that.
Really lovely.
Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
decadent, quite...
It is quite decadent.
antiquitous. It's nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
a good
nice.
word.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, my lovely.
You're very
Gorgeous
welcome.
colours, beautiful colours. Do make sure you're checking out loads of you with the seed beads and the findings in your basket, not yet checked out. Please do make sure you are checking out. Of course, don't miss out on those ones. Now, we've got a little bit of a thank you, Hayley, my
Pleasure.
darling. We've got a focal point now on Amazonite for you. A particularly beautiful gemstone. We've got, so I'm just going to grab these, move these over here, because we're starting with, and again, you know, you think about those gorgeous gold seed beads and all those wonderful colours and the gold findings that we've just had, and how you could work with this. Now, this is a Peruvian Amazonite. Now, Amazonite normally comes to you from Brazil, can come to you from the United States as well, but normally your Amazonite comes to you from here at Jewellery Maker anyway, China, Brazil and India. This is Peruvian. Look at how vivid that colour is. You're looking at the microline part of the feldspar family. The feldspar family has lots of different members. It's got your orthoclase, your plagiar class, of course. This is your microline, your Amazonite. And it has some really beautiful tones to it, from greens through to calming turquoises through to kind of horizon blues. Can sometimes be mistaken for very high-grade Larimar. It's the heart chakra gemstone. It's supposed to, if you believe in your crystal healing, it's supposed to release negative energy and kind of toxic emotions. It's supposed to be calming and soothing. So much so, it's known as the Hope Stone. And this is a 6 carat Amazonite cab. Now, I don't know about you, but there are very few Amazonite rings out there. I can imagine your bezel work on this.
Absolutely.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Your metal work, the beautiful bezeling of that one. Just the simplicity of that,
Yeah,
making
because
that colour pop.
Absolutely. And silver's definitely the colour.
Yeah, it is. It's do you know what I think as well? When you're working with Amazonite, there's such... I think sometimes, so for example, if you've got Russian Amazonite, it's very, very green.
Okay.
Whereas the Brazil and the Indian is a lot more, almost like a freshwater colour.
Yeah.
But this Peruvian one, it is it's like the purest turquoise you can get, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It is your Maldives seas.
Oh. Yes.
It is indeed. It's an 18 by 13 millimetre natural Peruvian Amazonite. You might be thinking about earrings. You might be thinking about a complete suite of jewelry. Myself, we're looking up past camera one because in the studio we've got a large plasma screen just above camera one here, which is why we're looking up there. There it is.
There you go.
And the colour that we can see on that plasma screen is popping on this. Absolutely gorgeous. 18. Thanks, Ben. 18 by 13 millimetre natural Peruvian blue. It is beautiful Amazonite. Remember the feldspar family. So when you think about the feldspar family, you think about the phenomena that this gemstone can bring. What does Amazonite bring? This stunning soft iridescence. Just at certain angles, when the light catches that beautiful inclusion as it runs through the Amazonite, it just has the most ethereal effect on a stunning ocean colour. It really does. 0800 644 655, already got multi-buying going on with this cabochon. There are no more Amazonite cabochons after this. $6.95. Just make sure that you're checking out and confirming. I mean, I'm thinking, if you were setting this in silver as a beautiful Amazonite gemstone set piece, you know, in a silver ring, once it's been bezel set, very, very simple, beautiful band. At $6.95, you are, without a doubt, when you're using precious findings, you're going to be making your money back.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And it is a precious piece of jewellery then. And I would be probably charging 20, 30, odd,
definitely.
maybe £35 for that. Right?
Definitely. It's a beautiful size as well. Very tactile, that as well. It really is. Let's get to your strands. Well done on that one. Let's get to your strands. Faceted or plain? Mind you, these as well.
Yes.
Now these are Indian, and you're going to see a little bit of a change in the vividness of the saturation. You can understand now when you see this why this is called the Hope Stone, and it's calming and it's soothing. It's a very fresh, almost sort of freshwater green stroke blue tone to it. Whenever I see Amazonite in this colour, I'm always reminded of the Blue Lagoon in Olydeniz in Turkey, where the ocean meets that freshwater lake. And it is literally, from my experience being there, the colours where the salt water meets that fresh water. And it's such an extraordinary area, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area as well. Mind you, it's been a long time since I've been there, but my recollection of it is that it was a very, very, very beautiful area. Whenever I see this gemstone, I'm reminded of that colour. It's got such a softness to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, really soft, but it's not so soft that it can be kind of uninspiring. It's actually really draws you in, and it's just
very calming, very soothing tones, isn't it? Really soothing. The lustre on this as well shows off a little bit of that kind of ethereal iridescence that I was just talking about a second ago as well. Very, very lovely. 70 carats on the strand, 18 centimetre, 14 by 10, under £10 for you to be able to own your Amazonite. There's slight graduation, ever so slight, but really, they are beautiful. I would love those rosary linked on a neckline piece.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
Really, really gorgeous. There is something, to be honest with you, I would and just bear with me a sec, and I know this is a little bit, oh, Ray's reaching for the pearls. Yes, she is.
It is a good combination.
But rosary linking, alternating,
Ooh.
a beautiful pearl. Look at how it picks up.
It really does.
On those secondary tones.
Yeah.
Ah, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Make sure you're holding the lines of those. I'm going to move on to... I do have some drop nuggets. It's a nice long strand as well, isn't it? So we've got irregular shaped drop nugget, and again, just slightly graduated here. Again, the Indian deposit bringing us some really lovely freshwater colours. All natural, all unenhanced, no fissure filling. 160 carats of Amazonite. 4x3 to 14x5 millimetres on a 40 centimetre strand. All natural, all unenhanced. There's mint greens on there, there's spearmints, there's a soft horizon blue. It's also $3.95.
Wow.
Goodness me.
That is
a
absolutely mind-blowing.
huge amount. Look at that. Oh my
I
goodness.
like the unusual shapes because although they're called nuggets, actually when you hold them up, they're quite geometric.
I don't think they're nuggets. Well, I'm always honest with you anyway. I've always said this to you if you've joined me here at JM. You know, sometimes I do think that our strands are misnamed. For me, these aren't nuggets because they have got a linear strike to the cut on them.
Yeah, they've got a linear stripe. There's definitely a geometry about them, definitely. And you can imagine even just one or two of those. There's one that's quite triangular on a cord with some other charms.
Definitely.
Really stunning.
They're such a beautiful strand. Hold those lines. Talk to the call centre. Well done. Love those. Okie dokie. I have number 8. Yes! Oh my goodness me.
Oh my word.
Oh, you gotta love the Labradorite. Now, look, there's a whole lot of Labradorite on here. Different shapes. Different depths, different labradorescence, different schiller, different strikes of that gemstone to see the different way in which the crystal runs. So you've just had the microline of the feldspar family. This is your orthoclase. Oh, sorry, no, your plagioclase. I do apologise, your plagioclase. Your moonstone is your orthoclase. So you've got, I mean, I don't know if just by the light catching, oh, hang on, stay. Do you know what, let me pick them up for you because they've all got it. They've all got that amazing, amazing way of playing with the light, coming to life, and I'm hopeful that by angling these,
wow, look at that
there we go, you just catch it as soon as the light hits it, that's when you see it come alive. But just come and have a look at some of these. I wish you could see what we were seeing in the studio because, oh, there it is, a little bit there, just depending on the light and the camera. Look at that rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness me. So there is a whole host of 950 carats of Labradorite here, all natural, all unenhanced, no fissure filling, all 100% natural. Now, last of stock, you should be looking at $34.95 on your screen for this entire pack. No. All these cabinets, oh my gosh. We're going under £20 for this entire stash of Labradorite. Now, with all due respect, if you are looking...
Gee, that is just...
Look at these. These are... I really wish you could see these. Just get them home.
That one
Look at them with your own eyes. I mean, just setting any of these in a ring, you'd make that. Yes, and you would look at that. That's almost free form, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. That would be beautiful in a cuff, actually. Can you see it's got a slight curve to it? Oh, that is so good. There are some amazing pieces. Even the smaller pieces have that incredible labradorescence. Now, you should be looking at £34 for this. We're under 20. I would imagine if you're setting one of those in a ring, you're making your money back on that entire cabochon pack with just one price point there.
I'll be surprised if that doesn't sell out.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
0800 644 655. Make sure you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can on those. They are gorgeous. Oh, they make a good sound as well. Say that again for me back, darling. Indeed. Got them, got them, got them. Okay. Now are these back in stock? Or they last a stock? So we haven't had these in since August, and they are back.
Oh.
Now, these are your, again, Bacranium jewellery is massive. Absolutely massive. You've got your 3 gold plated skulls, solid sterling silver is the base, 18 karat gold. Now I'm going to spin that round just to show you. You've got the drill hole going through the side of the Bacranium charms. So they are going on paracord, they're going on your silk, they're going on your ribbon, they're going on your leather, they're going on your beautiful macrame work, they're going on your kumihimo work. I mean, there are so many of our guest designers who have worked with the Bacranium charms, the silver bead charms and spaces and pendants that we've bought you. They're back in stock. Did you miss them the first time round? They're good, aren't they?
They are really brilliant.
Really, really good. Level of detail. 3 of them in the pack for you, $12.95. And I really do encourage you. Again, we launched these, I think they were a sellout in August,
Yes,
weren't
they
they?
were.
Huge sellout. We had them in the rose gold, we had them in the plain silver, we had them in the yellow gold overlay. They were an absolutely huge sellout. They are back in stock, $12.95. And again, work with them all 3 together, separate them, pop them onto separate pieces of jewellery. But my goodness me, make sure that you are checking out. They go beautifully with the seed bead colour bundle that we had for you in the first kit and all the Swarovskis. They also, and I'm just going to bring in for you, the beautiful fire beads that we've got coming up for you. Pre-order these in 10 minutes. We can pre-order these in 10 minutes. The price on that bundle is amazing. But if you do want those skulls, please do make sure you're holding those lines, talking the call centre. Well done, well done. Moving on to yeah, it is. Very, very last of stock. Wow, okay. I've not seen this strand before.
I need to get my glasses.
This is your matrix opal.
Oh, wow.
So when you get up close to this, it's like looking at a little galaxy come alive inside those little boulder opals. So this is boulder opal matrix. Now what that means is you've got boulder opal still attached to the host rock, flashes and flares of red and green and blue, tiny pinpricks of light coming off these matrix rounds. 3 to 6 mil on an 18 centimetre strand. 0800 644 655. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming. 30 carats of black matrix opal, very, very last of stock on this strand. Talk to the call centre. Again, you do need to get this home and see it with your own eyes to be able to see. I wonder if I just angle. It's so difficult to show it down the camera lens, but can you see that vibrant, vivid green and red coming out?
Yeah, you get the flashes of those 2 colours.
Of the matrix. Yeah. So difficult to show you down the camera lens, but we really are seeing that here in the studio. Wow! Oh my goodness, okay. $14.95. Was not expecting that sort of price point for these. They are slightly graduated, $14.95 on your screen. They go from 3 to a 6 millimetre on the strand, and the price is on your screen, 18 centimetre strand. But do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on that. 30 carats in total, but again, bearing in mind they are opals, so we should really be looking at the size of them, not necessarily the actual carat weight because of the matrix of the host rock itself. So make sure that you're checking out on those. They are the last of stock. 0800 644 655 is the number that you need to be dialing. Of course, you can join us online via the web and the app, and of course, 30-day money-back guarantee. Hold those lines. Next, classic. Now, our popcorn chain, I would say, is probably our most popular. Now, if you had, gosh, any of those beautiful strands that we've had, any of the Amazonite.
One of those lovely pearls.
Yeah, definitely. Oh gosh, the
everything.
metallic ones that we had in the first hour. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely stuff. So this is one of our connector bracelets. So you've got the stopper beads here, you've got the slider mechanism, you've got the silicone, of course, you've got the popcorn chain, you've got the connector points here to create your own beautiful look here. You really have got a spectacularly made connector part of the bracelet. So this is the popcorn chain bracelet. Now, connectors, if you're thinking about, of course, popping something on this, maybe connecting it with your gemstones, maybe connecting it with your seed beads, maybe you've created a beautiful sort of peyote stitch seed bead connector that you think is going to work beautifully with that. The thing is with this piece, it is one of our most popular pieces. The popcorn, without a doubt, the popcorn chain is our most popular, and you can see why. Look at the fluidity. It is gorgeous, isn't it?
Plus it is a quality piece.
It is, isn't it? It's beautifully made.
And the weightiness of it is just very high end.
Very, very high end. And I know, you know, a lot of our guest designers on the run up to Christmas this year and last year, or I should say last year and the year before is what I should say, loads of our guest designers bought so many of these, and this was the gift of choice with a birthstone connector or diamond connectors for people within their family and friends for Christmas. £12.95. Isn't that lovely?
Really gorgeous.
Definitely closed higher than that. Definitely closed higher than that. Isn't it closed closer to sort of £20 before? Yeah, I thought so. That's a massive reduction. 0800 644 655. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Now, the total length of this is 24 centimetres, but obviously, when you place, have a look, the connector point there. You can then create your own connector piece, so that it could be your own length then, doesn't it?
That's doesn't have to be a bracelet, it could be a
neckline piece, absolutely. Beautiful. Do make sure you're checking out and confirming on that. Hold those lines. Well done. We're going to move on to Infinity Charm. This is lovely. Nice, very nice and weighty actually.
Yeah, looks it.
Really, really nice. Let me grab the tweezers. So you've got an infinity, this could work as a connector actually. This would look beautiful in fact, on a lark's head, on just simple macrame, and sort of just suspended.
Yeah.
And that's your infinity connector, your infinity charm, or a pendant even. Done and dusted. It's got a beautiful satin brush finish to it. 2.2 grams of solid sterling silver, 32 by 12 mil. Really lovely. In fact, you could slightly curve that and create that into a bit of a ring, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah, you could do. Or even just to make it more streamlined with the wrist. But it would be lovely as a ring. Or if you bought a few, you could connect them together.
Yeah, definitely.
Quite easily.
Solid sterling silver jump rings easily would work with those as well, wouldn't they? Really lovely. So it's the full solid sterling silver charm, 2.2 grams that you're getting there, 32 by 12 mil, under £10. Excuse me. £8.95 on your screen there. A little cheeky sneeze. £8.95. 0800 644 655. It's nice and weighty as well. Just feel that.
Oh, it is actually.
Nice smoothness to it.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, it is. It's got lovely tactility to it, isn't it?
Yeah, you could do a little cuffed open back ring.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Very, very nice indeed. Nice, smooth, beautifully polished silver. It's got to be said, the finish on it is lovely. Solid sterling silver, 2.2 grams. Very, very last of stock on this. Coming up to 8 o'clock, which means the fire beads go on pre-order for you very, very soon. Minutes, in fact. And then we've got some last chance opportunities. We've got our second kit coming up, of course, with Hayley in about an hour's time. Hold the lines on that one. Moving on to... yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. Do you know what?
Wow.
98 centimetres of faceted black spinel, tassels. Oh my goodness. Now that is just under a metre's worth of black spinel. Oh, that is beautiful.
Stunning.
I love it. Oh my goodness me. And I would incorporate those beautiful silk tassels into the design.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
log into Tiffany's website at the moment and black spinel and pearl long strand rope length necklace with tassels. Oh my goodness me. It's there. You can literally log in and have a look for it yourself. This is look at how lustrous that black spinel is. The
Mega.
durability, the longevity, the wearability. Love, love, love it. I'm going to bring in
Nice.
tonight's must-have at
Nice.
8:30 with this. Now incorporating those into a design, I mean, it's just pure glamour, isn't it?
It's pure glamour.
Old school
And,
Hollywood glamour.
I mean, if we bring in your favourites, pearls.
I know. We'll do that.
It's
Let's do that
easily
because it is
a brilliant match. But also,
It is just something that works
Yeah,
so
I
beautifully.
mean,
Oh
look at
my
that.
goodness.
born to
And
be together.
then,
yeah, yeah.
that is a piece of beautiful jewellery just waiting to
I mean,
be made, isn't
you
it?
could actually wear that. Obviously, you would probably need to restrand it, but wear it on its own as a lariat. Just flip it over itself.
Definitely.
Easily
In fact,
done.
let's have a look at that because if you think about it, you've got just pulling that through here and then pop, oops. Oh, it's come undone. But you know what I meant.
Yeah.
You do it, Hayley.
Well, all
Hayley
you
is
really
true.
need to do, I mean, yes, you could do a loop, but you could just do that.
Yeah, gorgeous. The sparkle of it is amazing.
know.
You should see that luster.
incredible.
Multi-buying going on, $15.95. Natural unenhanced black spinel. If you love your black spinel, make sure you're joining us in half an hour's time for tonight's must-have. Add those pearls to your order as well if you want to. They were under £10 also. But I have to say, and the wonderful thing about black spinel is even when you're wearing black, it still
Yeah, it
reflects
stands
the light.
out.
It stands
Yeah,
out, doesn't it? It
it does.
gleams. It's such a lustrous beauty. It really, really is. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can. We are going into the 8 o'clock hour. What happens at 8 o'clock? We are opening up for pre-order the fire beads that we have for you. So, this is one bundle. Now, these are normally set aside for kits. It is not often that we get a chance to bring you bundles. They are available for pre-order in a matter of moments. And the absolute amazing opportunity to get hold of these, the official opportunity, happens in the 9 o'clock hour after we've had our second kit with Hayley. So please do make sure you're joining us for those. So we're going to open those up for pre-order for you in a matter of moments. Don't go anywhere. Myself and Hayley and the team will be back with you on the other side of this.
Fire opal can be found in a handful of locations around the world, but the most significant discovery of fire opal has been in Mexico. Regarded as the country's national gemstone, this beautiful gem displays rich orange, red and yellow tones emulating the burning Mexican sunrise. Fire opal forms when water seeps into silica-rich lava, filling seams and hollows. Under the intense heat and pressure, the silica forms a solid gel that traps the remaining water within its structure. This is the reason that this gem is usually discovered in the mountain region where extinct volcanoes shape the landscape, or in crevices and cavities and found in long, winding, narrow passages. Fire opal looks best during daytime or when the sun rises, displaying vivid colours and fire, which are truly stunning. Fire opal on Jewellery Maker.
Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Welcome back. We were just looking at the oaty biscuits. They were very yummy. I looked at them, I stroked them a little bit. What did you laugh with? Cheesy oaty biscuits. See, just the sentence then, I'm thinking to myself, ooh. And then I thought, that, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought that the girls were talking about flapjacks in the gallery. And all I could hear was either Kerry or Becky saying, I've eaten all the flapjacks. And I was thinking, I haven't had a flapjack. Where's mine? And then it was blackjacks, those little sweets. And then I was disappointed then because there's no flapjack. We were a bit, look.
It's that time of night, isn't it? It's kind of dinner time. So.
It's one of those moments where my stomach starts to rumble. Yeah. And I was thinking flapjacks, ooh. And then we're all talking about flapjacks now. I know. Well, anyway, how are you? Hope you're really, really well. We are opening up for pre-order your beautiful fire beads. So there are 2 bundles. This is... Have the different bundles got different names, my lovely? Can I just double check with you? Party part 1. Party part 2. Do you know which one is the first party and which one is the second party? Yeah. Okay. This is the first party you're getting invited to. These are party number 1. So this is your fire beads. This is party number 1. That's party number 2. So just so that you know which one it is that you are pre-ordering, party number 1, party number 2. The prices are amazing. Now normally we don't get a chance to bring you these, well, on their own or in a bundle. They're normally literally set aside for your kit, and that is it. So party 1, party 2. What's that? What's that? Just some light party music.
I don't want to go to that party.
That's rubbish.
Ben, it's a little bit of a sad party we're thinking there. I think the sparkle in these fire beads deserves a little bit more pizzazz than that. You haven't really got any pizzazz. Could it not be a carnival?
Hey, that's more like it.
Now that's our kind of party. Party one, party two. Oh, I love it when it kicks in. It's great stuff. Oh, we haven't had that music for ages. Oh. Excellent stuff. So party one and party two available for you to pre-order. Please do. I'm also going to give you a little bit of a sort of sneak peek, if you like, into the Tiller bead bundle that we've got for you in our second kit, because these are, so this is your peppermint cream colours. Look at these, they are gorgeous. They're beautiful tones, aren't they? So you've got your Tiller beads, your delicas, and they're all coming your way in the 9 o'clock kit, okay? Just to give you a bit of a heads up. Now then, okay. Should we do a wire bundle, my lovely? Okay. This is 0.4, 0.4, 0.4 in your silver-plated copper wire. Now, the 0.4 is, without a doubt, it's our wrapping wire, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the one that can give detail. It can,
adding beads.
Yes.
Adding charms, adding wrapping.
What about findings?
Yeah, you can actually use it for findings, so to make findings out of it, or it's a bit soft for findings.
Bit on the small size of the gauge.
Yeah, you could probably use it like you would your fine head pins.
Okay.
But if you wrapped it in a way.
So rosary linking, for example,
that
with
would
a
be
0.4
perfect.
would be
Yes,
fine.
great
Okay,
idea.
cool. It is your chance to get hold of the last 13 bundles. This has been a triple, no, not just a double trouble, a triple trouble. So we are getting 0.4, I should say, 0.4, all of those under £5.
I have to say, we get lots of wire with the kits.
With your kits,
So we have
yep.
a lot of stash, but the one that I always run out of is the 0.4.
And I think when you're using it to do that intricate wire wrapping and all the different weaves that you get a chance to work with, having that in your stash and be able to continue with that. So once you finish one reel, you're just adding in then, aren't you?
Yeah,
Not having to
absolutely.
wait for it either, because
Yeah.
you've got they are the last of stock though, so you're going to need to make sure that you are dialing. It's 0800 644 655. You are getting 3 0.4 millimeter gauge, again, silver plated round copper wire reels, and please feel free to multi-buy while we've got them on your screen. Very last of stock for these bundles, very last of stock. You saw that it wasn't a massive quantity, only 13 to kick off with. And we're down to single figures, 0800 644 655. A little bit of stash building going on with this one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, that's the one I ran out of the most. And if I didn't get some in my kits, I'd probably get that after the show if there was any left as well.
Definitely. So. I mean, we are very, very, very last of stock. So Wanda and Rita, creators in Greater Manchester, Surrey, Rihanna, Lynn, Janet, collects in Yorkshire, multi-buying going on as well. So do make sure that that is going to sell out. With everybody that's there, we've actually oversubscribed. So quick. Make sure you're taking it through and check it out as soon as you possibly can. The number's on your screen. Press your button once, talk to our call centre, and of course check out using the app and the web. But again, stash kit, without a doubt, that is a definite for the stash. Hold the lines on that one. Now then, next we've got for you. This is one of my favourite, if not my favourite
Is that the
of
whole
our
thing
colour
together?
wires.
Wow.
All of that. Whoa. It's a lot of wire. So, let's go through what you're getting, because first and foremost it's the champagne gold colour, which is that lovely soft mellifluous colour. It is so lovely. So we've got, I'm going to go through the thicker gauges for you first. Whoops. So the thicker gauges that we have for you, this is your 1.25, both of them are, so we're getting 10 metres of your structural foundation wire. So this gauge is the 1.25. So that's your structure, that's your build. I mean, just one coil of that is going to make a beautiful Omega style torque necklace, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And the beauty of this is you can actually hammer it and texture it to strengthen it, or to make it a bit more substantial, to make it into a bangle or a cuff or a ring. Or it's really, really useful.
But it's the structure, it's the foundations,
Absolutely.
it's the base, isn't it? It gives you your form.
Yeah, your solid
So these are your 1.25, and you're getting 10 meters of those. You're then getting, so let's go to the lightest gauge, which is your 0.25. You're getting 100 meters of your 0.25. Now again, if you think that your 4 is your kind of weaving wire, I mean, this gives even more intricacy, doesn't it?
Yes, it's very, very delicate. It is very soft and malleable. It's almost like a thread. So it doesn't have the same kind of strength as a 0.4.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. But it's really useful if you're going to do things like embroidery with wire, very fine seed beading, and it will go a long, long way because you get a heck of a lot there.
Gorgeous,
Yeah.
gorgeous. So we've got the 1.25 down to the 0.25, and then the stash that you've got here. Now there are two different gauges here. So you've got your 0.6. Okay, so your 0.6, again, still gives us that little bit of structure, doesn't it, the 0.6?
Now the 0.6 actually doesn't come along that often. But it's actually really useful because it's my most commonly used are the 0.4 and the 0.8. 0.4, wrapping and threading.
We've got two of those, so let's do that. So that's your 0.4 there. So you, as Hayley's just saying, you're wrapping. So you've got your 0.4 anyway. But let's come back to the 0.6.
Yeah, but because the 0.8 is the most commonly used, there are some occasions where the 0.8, although we need the structure, it doesn't fit through things for some reason.
Okay.
And the 0.6 is your go-to for that.
Okay, great.
So the fact that you're getting that in this bundle, it's a real winner because
it's a fabulous
it's
bundle.
the one I always go rummaging through my stash for and thinking, where is the 0.6? I need it, and it's the one that kind of is never there.
So we've got 20 meters of the of the 1.25. We've got 20 meters of the 0.6. We've got 20 meters of the 0.4 and 200 meters of the 0.25. So this is your bundle. Wait until you see the price on this. It is under £20 at $17.95.
Gosh.
That's a cracking wire stash, isn't it?
That's incredible. And for all those actually unusual, not unusual, but less common thicknesses, gauges. Yeah, that is a
Yeah, because normally we'd have a 1 mil, wouldn't we?
Yep.
We've got the 1.25, which just gives you that little bit extra structure, that little bit extra strength. And you've got all of that there. And again, thinking about, you know, how much you've got here. Remember what Hayley was saying earlier about running out of your 0.4 or running out of your 0.25 for your wire wrap and that intricate work that you do. I mean, look how much, I mean, it's like spun angel hair, isn't it? It's got them, it's not that brassy gold.
No.
It's a very soft,
beautiful,
elegant, high-end gold colour. Champagne gold colour is one of my ultimate favourites, if not my favourite. I love the pearl coloured. I also love the antique bronze, but I do think, and bearing in mind I'm silver, platinum, white gold girl, and I do like my rose gold as well, but yellow gold for me is my least favourite. However, this is my favourite colour wire in this building.
Why.
It's so elegant.
Yeah.
Really is very, very elegant. I've got collectors in Yorkshire, Susan, Rihanna, Nicole and Rita, anonymous collectors Dawn, Abby, collectors in Tyne and Weir, new caller. Just make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you possibly can on these, okay? The number is on your screen. Do check out. You've got your bundle there. We had 32 bundles. We're down to your 17 final chances, but we have got people who are multi-buying as well. So again, definitely thinking about, even if you're thinking at home right now, well, I'm not quite sure what my next project's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to use wire. Having that in your stash just means that you can just pick that project up whenever you fancy.
Yeah, and with it coming up to wedding season and whatnot, if you're into tiara making and what have you, what a perfect.
Absolutely.
perfect
They are the
stash.
perfect gauges, aren't they?
Yeah, because then you've got your structural and the 0.25 and the 0.4 are for the adding the details.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So make sure you're checking out and confirming $17.95 on your screen. Hold those lines. Sorry, same again, my lovely. Yes. Can we please do those?
Ooh.
These are fab. Let me just pop the must-have. Black spinel must-have coming up for you in less than 15 minutes. Now have a look at these colours with this copper wire, this gold, beautiful champagne-coloured wire.
They are gorgeous.
Now
Look
they're
at those.
very, very last of stock. These are, and quite spectacular, these are cappuccino agates. I love how they've been set. I would multi-buy. I would be buying maybe 2 or 3 strands. I'd be linking all those together. I love that big knot in the centre with the different
Yes.
colour. I know this is a temporary strand, but look at how
It works,
cleverly
doesn't it? Yeah.
that has been done, because you've got the two-tone, you've got the coffee and the cream in the strand on the silk, big knots in between, separating those cappuccino agates. They are fabulous, aren't
They
they?
are really gorgeous. Yeah,
They
I think
are
I would leave it on that
Yeah,
strand.
no, I'm thinking I'd love to combine them. I'd
Yeah.
love to just have that longer length. I think
Yeah.
for holidays it'd be absolutely
Yes.
beautiful, wouldn't it?
And because they are already quite big, they need to be a statement piece, don't they?
Definitely.
Gosh, I just think that is
Different
just,
patterns.
that's natural.
All that beautiful colour that you get, all the different sort of markings and the veins in them, all of that's natural, but the cappuccino colour is then put in its enhancement. That beautiful
gorgeous.
cappuccino colour.
Yeah.
But the whites, for example, the creams, all of that is natural. It's the
Wow.
actual brown, the tawny tones that are the enhancement of the colour. But they are gorgeous. Love how individual they are. Very last of stock on these. They're massive, 40 by 30 millimetres. $13.95 is what you. Oh, it's not the final price. Ooh, I love it. Are we? Going under £10, last of stock. Love those.
Yeah, they are
They
gorgeous.
are really
I
lovely.
think they might be one of my favourites on the show tonight.
They are
actually.
great, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what would you be, I know that we've talked about just sort of maybe even leaving them on the temporary strand, but what would you be inclined to do? What else? I mean, beautiful pendant.
Yeah, that's the first thing that jumped into my mind was one solid pendant with some sort of tasseling coming up. the
Lovely.
bottom. I think it also lends itself to gold, so doing something with a champagne gold wire would work.
Does look lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, a cuff.
Yeah,
was one of them,
lovely.
would be gorgeous.
Well, you've got your structure, haven't you?
Absolutely.
And let's have a look at that drill hole, because
Oh, with all of that going through
I
it.
think that is going to pass your.
Let's have a look.
What do you
Oh
reckon?
yeah, that's huge. That's
a
about 2
huge
mil
drill hole, isn't
there.
it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Huge
Yeah,
drill
yeah.
hole, so you could pass the 1.25 copper wire through there if you wanted to make that, and a very secure cuff that would be if the wire is passing physically
Yeah,
through the
absolutely.
actual agate itself. They are the last of stock. Make sure you're checking out and confirming. They are gorgeous. Hold those lines. Love those. Love, love, love. There are indeed. There's loads. Okay. Yes, I've got those. 2 bundles. Yeah, smashing. Thank you, my lovely. So, 5mm jump rings. You are getting a whole lot of them as well. So these are your silver-plated copper open jump rings. They are 5 mils. You're getting 200 in total. Is that right? So 100 in each? Yep. So 200 in total. That's a lot of jump rings, isn't it? A lot of jump rings. So when you know that you've got that, again, thinking about your stash, and I know it's seed bead day, but we have got options for you if you're not into seed beading. So if you love, for example, building your stash, if you love maybe chainmail work, we've just had a huge wire bundle for those of you, of course, who love your wire work. I mean, there is huge amount of versatility for you here tonight. I have to say, having those in your stash, you would be very happy to just know that they are there.
Yeah.
Even if you're just working with them in their traditional sense,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah, they are. I mean, They are essential. You could do, I'm pretty sure Fleur could get some pattern.
Oh gosh,
chainmail
absolutely, I'm
patterns out
sure
of
she
that
could,
as
yeah.
well.
0800, to be fair, I think that Fleur could get a pattern out of most anything that is round, to be honest with you. 0800 644 655 on your screen. This is your, again, a bit of a stash builder going on, so do make sure you're checking out and confirming. 0800 644 655, make sure you're checking out. And of course on the web and on the app, $5.95 on your screen. Now, of course, remember these open, so they are your openable jump rings that you're getting there. Even if you were just to use these in the more traditional sense, just using them at the end of necklaces and bracelets, you've got so much going on here. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming. Huge stash building opportunity. Minutes away from the black spinel. Minutes away. Now, I know that there are very specific chainmail patterns and weaves, of course, that you can use with different millimetre jump rings. So we have got is it the 7mm we're going to do next, my lovely? Okay, so let me just pop those in there and pick up the... Is it a double treble again? Okay, thank you, sweetheart. So here are the 7mm. So again, 200 in the pack that you're getting there on the 7mm openable jump ring. And I know that there are very specific weaves on the 7mm, and many of you will have tried those. Again, make sure that you're checking out and confirming. If you want a little bit more information on your chainmail, you can always, of course, go to Fleur's Facebook page, or if you can't find Fleur's Facebook page, of course, you can head on over to our Facebook page, Jewellery Maker's Facebook page. Somebody there will point you in the right direction. But that's, again, a massive amount for your stash. And you can incorporate these into designs. They don't have to necessarily be used in the more traditional sense, do they?
Yeah, those, I forget what they're called, those bracelets where all the jump rings are all reached together.
Yeah.
Mark used to do a few of those. I mean, that would be perfect for that, wouldn't it? You could get a few out of that. But yeah, I would have those as an essential stash. In fact, the bigger ones are often quite difficult to come by. So definitely worth getting them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think if you are stash building tonight with your wire, for example, if you've got the thread bundle, if you've got the sea bead bundles, if you've already pre-ordered on the fire bead bundles, for example, that are coming up for you in what? Less than, oh my goodness, just over half an hour. Tonight is flying by. 0800 644 655. We're at $5.95 for your fabulous 7mm. They are fab. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming. Now, Ben has just sung a song from High School Musical in my ear. Question, and I know that this is off topic, but has anybody seen The Greatest Showman?
No, but I've heard is it good?
So good.
Yeah.
You need to go and see it. Now, obviously, Zac Efron didn't sing the songs in High School Musical.
Only in the first one.
Yeah, but he didn't. So, who was the guy who sang them? The guy from Disney.
The guy who sang in the first musical. I'll find out.
I can't remember his name. I googled him last week and I can't remember it. But he's done lots of other things anyway with Disney. But Zac Efron actually sings in this one, and he's very good. I mean, Hugh Jackman. And then the girl from Rebecca Ferguson, okay, so she's this, and I know we're digressing here, but Rebecca Ferguson, who is in Rogue Nation, who is in the Mission Impossible, the latest Mission Impossible film and the last one. Now you think that she's singing. She's not singing. The girl who came runner-up in the Australian The Voice is the singer. Oh, such a great film. Go see it. Go see it. Go see it. I literally sat in the cinema with my mum, and I was like, it was wonderful.
Yeah, uplifting, is it?
It's wonderful. It's such a great film.
Okay.
Really, really great. And you think it's by someone like Baz Luhrmann, but it's not. It's by this new upcoming director who's new and young, and it's so good. Anyway, we digress. The reason I was mentioning it is because High School Musical was being sung in my ear, and then of course we've got to talk about Zac Efron, as you do. I do. Please tell me that we can do this. Oh my goodness me. These, I know we digress, don't we? Oh my goodness. look at these emeralds. Not only are they gleaming, not only are they so eye clean. Oh my goodness. Now, they are very, 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 very lost of stock, as in less than a handful. These, I don't even know, to be honest with you, it's very rare that we get a chance to see something of this grade of Colombian emerald. It's natural when you look at that beautiful colour. It's bright, it's beautiful, and really, look at that. I mean, what a beautiful high
it looks
end.
luxury, doesn't it?
It's really, I mean, obviously with your metal work that you do, how would you set these? Because they are, I mean, look at them, the glow on them, and the clarity is unreal.
Yeah, because they're beads, they're a little bit trickier to set in a fine jewellery way. So I'd probably be inclined to make a pair of drop earrings out of them. With maybe a diamond on the top and something, the emeralds coming down.
They are. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Graduated, because it is a lovely graduated little strand. Oh. Yeah, that's quite pretty actually.
It's the glow.
It is and definitely
clearly
a glow.
I've been fighting. Sorry. Boxing knuckles. Sorry. They are sparkly. They have the most gorgeous glow to them. They are Colombian emeralds. You know, there's hardly any silk or jardin within those. You can hardly even see any inclusion in them, can you?
No.
Please make sure you're checking out and confirming. They're under £50. It is one of our highest end strands that we do for you. It really is. It is just superb, isn't it? The colours, the glow, the body of colour that you're getting in that. And I do love my Colombian emeralds. I'm very, very lucky from the same supplier to have 3 Colombian emerald rings. Oh yeah, very, very lucky. And it is, you wear it, and all of mine are square cut, and they are literally just glow.
Really? Spend your day staring at them.
Ooh and ahhing.
Yeah.
Ooh and ahhing. Absolutely gorgeous. Do make sure that you're checking out and confirming on these. We had, was it 3 strands? 3 strands left. Already one's been taken. I've got 2 people on the phone lines talking. We want to allocate it to you, but you've got to be quick. 30-day money-back guarantee. Beautiful. Hold those lines. There's 3 of you there, and I've only got 2 left. Good luck, good luck. Okay, it is time for tonight's must-have. It's time for you to have your black spinel, beautiful centre-drilled pear drops. Wait until you see the price for this. You got all that beautiful jet black colour, you got the faceting, you got the top to bottom drilling, and you've got tonight's must-have price point. It's a beautiful strand of spinel. I am biased. I love black spinel. I think it is one of the sexiest gemstones that we really do get our hands on. I know. How much of black spinel have you been working with since you've been with us?
Quite a lot, actually.
We're lucky, aren't we?
Very lucky, and I'd not really worked with it much before I was with Jewellery Maker. And what all the presenters say is exactly right. The luster that you get off it. I mean, you can put it with anything and it just pops out.
Yeah, it does.
So it is a beautiful stone.
It's a very classic gemstone. You know, when you think about the jewellers over the years who have worked with this, from Cartier through to Tiffany, through to, you know, again, today, modern day, Lorraine Schwartz. You know, Lorraine Schwartz commissions black spinel pieces for modern day muses, you know, your Miley Cyrus, for example, your Kim Kardashian, Michelle Obama, Beyonce. What you have is a gemstone that is opulent, sexy, unenhanced, natural, and massively affordable here at JM.
Yeah.
Massively affordable. Pair of black spinel earrings in 18 karat white gold with Lorraine Schwartz will set you back $14,000. $14,000. And it is Lorraine Schwartz, and you are buying Lorraine Schwartz brand. But I remember speaking to jewellery designer Glenn Lara, who works closely with Gemporia, and asking Glenn his opinion on the difference in black spinel. And he was saying, if it was clear spinel, if you were looking at a red spinel and ours was very, very opaque, and then somebody else's was very, very clean and very, very, very pure in colour and natural, he said that's where the difference comes in. He said, but with black spinel it's an opaque gemstone, so it will depend on how it's cut, how it's polished, and the brand. So
That's good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you see your black spinel and the wonderful thing, it can be worked with in a vintage way.
Yeah.
It can be worked with in a classic way. It can be worked with in a contemporary way. I quite like how they've separated it out. On this strand
with the spaces.
And I think they're actually crimp bead spaces that they've popped in between these just to separate it out on the strand. But what you're getting is an 18 centimetre strand, genuine black spinels, top to bottom drill, centre drill as well, pair cuts, which means earrings, earrings and earrings. And it does, don't get me wrong, you could wear it as a bracelet, of course, as well. But for me, I have to say, to see them top to bottom drilled, that means that you get that lustre in the ear.
Perfect shape for
they
an
are.
ear, isn't it? And a simple pendant as well, or a row of 5 or so.
Yeah, beautiful, really beautiful. All natural, all enhanced from Thailand, 30 carats. 7x5 to 9x6. Now, lots of you are on the phone lines already because I've already given you a little bit of a hint that this is going massively under £10. For those of you on the web and on the app, you can already see the price. Hallelujah! It's going to way under 10. $6.95. Look at all the multi-buy. Oh my gosh! Look at everybody multi-buying. Loving your work. Yorkshire, Highlands, Cambridgeshire, Surrey, Aberdeenshire, West Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, Falkirk, West Midlands, Lancashire, West Yorkshire, Alicante, Northumberland, Florida, Greater London, Cheshire, West Yorkshire, West Midlands, Hertfordshire. Multi-buy-tastic going on. I am not surprised. They are really lovely. And if you get these home and they don't absolutely light up that piece of jewellery, $6.95 on your screen. You send them back to us. $6.95 goes back into your bank account. But believe me when I say, when you get this home, you're going to go, I cannot quite believe that I spent way under £10 on this strand. Vera, Belinda, Rachel, Dawn, Nicole. Excuse me a second. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Hi, Patricia. Hello, Aberdeenshire. Hello, Sandra. Nice to see you. Lovely to see you all getting involved. And it's from Sue, who says that's a great price for such a prestigious, well-cut strand. It's amazing. Yeah, agree with you, Sue.
Yeah.
Agree with you. Totally.
Yeah.
That's why most people are multi-buying in this situation. Fabulous opportunity to do so. I love the fact that with the multi-buying as well, we've got a full option there to do a full suite, haven't we?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, you can do more than a full suite, I think. There's a lot of potential.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Love on our black spinel. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Kathleen and Sandra. Hello to collectors in Merseyside. Well done indeed. Hi, Jane. You're in Cheshire tonight. Lovely to have your company. Kathleen's in West Yorkshire. Multi-buy. Angela, Dawn, Tina in Greater London, and Tina in Cheshire. All waiting to check out. Well done. Lovely to see so many of you multi-buying. That is exactly the way to take advantage of this deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really lovely. $2.95 as well for the entire day shipping and handling charge. Means that even though you're buying 2 strands, you still only pay the 1 shipping and handling charge for the entire day and a 30-day money-back guarantee. hold those lines. Well done. Can I just warn you, the pre-orders on party 1 and party 2 are very exciting. So we've got fire beads, party 1.
Yay.
There's party 1. That's party 2. And they are flying. Oh, in fact, they are congering out of the door. Salsering, mambo, out of the door. So they are coming up for you at 9 o'clock. Make sure you're joining us for those. Okay, what did you want me to do, my darling? Some, yes, of course, yeah. Burmese sapphires. Now, I've not seen them like this before.
Oh, look at those.
They are good, very, very good. There are some beautiful regal blues here. This is 18 carats of graduated faceted wheels, 2x1 to 6x2 mil on an 8 centimetre strand, glossy regal blues, beautiful. I mean, they are good and they are natural and enhanced. Now, some of the best continuation of, oh my goodness, I was gonna say, the best continuation of colour that I have seen in any of our Burmese sapphire strands. How would you work with these wheels, Hayley? Because they do lend themselves to have that spacing between, so you get a chance to see all that body of colour.
And I don't know if it's the polish or the colour itself, but they are so sparkly. You're right. So to let the colour in, I'd probably keep them graduated. But again, I want to go back to earrings. So I'd probably do a stack of bigger ones at the bottom, going smaller, and then maybe a feature stone at the top.
Nice.
Yeah.
The pearls that we had earlier with this blue would work a really, really big treat. Look, this is a very special strand of Burmese sapphire. This isn't your sort of your rondelle. This isn't your plain rondelle. There are very, very, very few moments of grey blues here. I'm seeing just such amazing colour. They really are. That's a very exciting strand. Really exciting strand. Should be, which I think for natural and enhanced Burmese sapphire, when you're looking at your natural and enhanced Burmese sapphire and you're looking at sapphire in general and you know that you're in the 5% of the world's natural sapphire, there is something to write home about when you're getting hold of this gorgeous colour at under £100. Way under £100, in fact. We've got the last few strands, and we're going to drop that below, way below 50. $39.95. Wow. They've got fantastic body of colour.
Yeah, they do.
Really, really do.
I mean, you could even, because they're almost like little, well, they are discs, you could have one flat against the ear. Perhaps with a diamond stud in front of it.
Oh, nice. I like that. It's almost the background.
Yeah.
Just looking at the surface of these, I know it's going to be really difficult. You're going to need to get these home. I'm just looking at the surface of these and the colours. Look at those.
Gosh. Oh, wow.
Really,
very intense
really
colour.
intense tone and saturation. Collected in Yorkshire, Leicestershire, anonymous collectors. Well done indeed to you. You're checking out. Those of you that press your button ones, we are getting to you as fast as we can. It's a little bit of a wait on the phone lines from the last opportunity. Thank you for your patience very, very much. 0800 644 655. Last of stock on natural and enhanced Burmese sapphire. You've got the location. What you want then is the quality to back that up. $39.95 on your screen will do that with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Really, really lovely. I would want those open. I would want to see those gorgeous colours, and I'd want to see the lustre from those facets, wouldn't you?
Incredible lustre.
Beautiful. Single figures. Make sure you're checking out and confirming. We are 15-ish minutes away from your fire beads. We can indeed, no, lovely. Can you remind me what box the sapphires were from? Number 1. Thank you, darling. Lapis lazuli. Stay with some blues. It is that sort of time of year, isn't it now, where everybody's kind of, like, I don't know about you, but it was freezing today. I was so cold.
Yeah.
And that's me saying that down in the south of Wales. That's not even up here. When you get up to Redditch, when you get to Ivy House, and you see the snow. Yes, I haven't seen snow yet down in Wales.
You should go to North Wales. I was there on the weekend.
Were you?
Yeah. You could have been in the Alps, honestly.
Wowzers.
Thick snow.
Which part of North Wales?
Snowdonia. Yeah, up at the top.
Do you know, my grandmother used to climb Snowdonia nearly once a week.
Did she?
Oh yeah, proper, full on. She used to have to take guests. My great grandfather was a minister of the local church, so when they had visitors and he was busy working, she would have to look after them for the day and walk them up Snowdonia, down Snowdonia.
Fit lady.
Yeah, she was. But yeah, funny enough, my friend Lisa actually tweeted a photo today. She was out running in I think, Carnarvon, I think. In
Okay,
Carnarvon,
yeah.
and she was out running and chilly. We digress. We always do. It is your lapis lazuli ovals. They are lovely. Now these are natural.
These
We've
are
got
important, yes.
Your beautiful vivid blues that trace that little just sparkle of gorgeous pyrite gold running through, and a big body of colour. Now they graduate from 8x6 to 12x7 on a 16 centimetre strand. Top to bottom drilled, or east to west, depending on which way you're going to set these. But I just think if you got the findings kit in the first kit tonight with the gold galvanised Miyuki beads.
Yes. Good idea.
So much gorgeous
Good
jewellery
idea.
ready to be made with that. Gold and pyrite just lends itself
Yes.
beautifully together. And if you've got the bundle, let me just grab the champagne gold
instantly.
bundle as well. You do get some beautiful, beautiful complementary colours. Under £10 on your screen, £9.95. Genuine lapis lazuli coming to you from the Sari-Sang region of Afghanistan. It means that you're looking at primary source, mountain region, Afghanistan lapis lazuli, rather than sourced from the Badakhshan riverbeds. So it won't have flowed from those mountains down to the riverbeds. But do make sure you're checking out and confirming at £9.95 on your screen. We've got those wonderful fire beads coming up for you in 15 minutes. Make sure that you are checking out on those. They are, so this is party one.
There we go.
There's a little Sex and the City music going on there a little bit, isn't there? I like it.
Yeah.
And there's party two. Party one, party two. So these are the different bundles that you're getting. Party one, party two. They are beautiful. These are not normally in bundles. They are not normally available on their own, but they are normally available in kits. We've bundled them together for you. Party one, party two, or party one, party two. Don't get those parties mixed up. It'd be terrible if you rocked up to the wrong. Just go to both parties.
I don't know, party crap is always fun. Isn't it?
Absolutely. Do make sure that you're checking out and confirming. We're going to move on to... Yeah, I have. So we've got some, I can't say that these are black pearls because there is a midnight colour on these. Four by 5 on a 38 centimetre strand. Now, we had some really generous size pearls for you in the metallic natural strand earlier. We had those lovely sizable cream pearls for you earlier. These are just slightly, just that little bit smaller for you, but very, very lustrous, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Love the colour, actually.
They're like a midnight tone, aren't they?
Yeah, they like the colour of the sky on a bright night with the stars out.
When that, what was it, the super blue, it was a super blue blood moon, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like
So
that.
last week, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Super blue
Yeah.
blood moon? Something like that. But yes, All of them all rolled in. All the moons. All the moons. Super blue blood moon. Yeah. It was massive. It was massive in the sky. Have a look. Those gorgeous midnight colours. 0800 644 655, under £10, genuine freshwater culture pearls. Yes, that colour is enhanced, but you have got such a gorgeous pearlescence and such a decadent look. But do make sure that checking out and confirming. Last of stock on these, £6.95. You can see almost like a little tealy tone bursting through.
You're right, actually.
And those secondary tones.
Yeah.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
They remind me of the colours that you'd sometimes see on the dragonfly.
Yes.
You know, when you see that sort of teal and the blue metallic colours on the body, on the thorax of the actual dragonfly, and then the wings just sort of flutter. That's the sort of colour that you're looking at, a teal, a kind of peacock tone. £6.95 on your screen for those. Do make sure that you're checking out and confirming. Don't forget, of course, we've got the tiller beads coming up for you as well. Hold the lines if you want to get hold of this. That's a 38 centimetre strand, centre drilled. Really lovely colours coming off those. Hold those lines. We're going to move on to, I love these. I'm so glad we've got a chance to play them. These are lovely.
Oh, those are
really
gorgeous.
lovely. So, I don't know if I can put them in. Hang on a minute. I haven't worn earrings for weeks, so I don't really want to force.
we don't want blood.
No, it's okay, we're done. Go. Now, I just want to show you these. These are so cute. Have a look at these. Solid sterling silver with a rose gold overlay. There.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
They are really cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you've got the rose gold, solid sterling silver, but with the rose gold overlay, 18 karat rose gold overlay, and you've got 3 pairs. Really like these.
Yeah.
And now I've put them in, I don't have to give them back.
Tactical.
They are really, really, really nice. I'm thinking your Valentine's Day, I'm thinking your Mother's Day, I'm thinking definitely going to have these. You're looking at solid sterling silver, open little heart designs. I'm thinking you've got a bit, and especially if you've got multiple piercings in your ears. Just making sure that we point that out, because that's where they've been made for. So you've got your solid sterling silver. So you've got 3 pairs in total. So that could be a pair for you, pair for your mum, pair for your sister. You've got some lovely, lovely, lovely earrings here. They're butterfly backs, open solid sterling silver heart design. I love the fact that they are so simple. But you have got 3 pairs. Love these. These could be worn every day, couldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, what's lovely is you could decorate these, you could build them up, you could cerulean in there
Yes,
as
you
well,
could.
couldn't you?
Yeah.
But you've got a really... again, these are the Alexandra collection. Oh, okay. Why? Do we know why? I haven't had the memo on that. Okay. Not quite sure why it's called the Alexandra collection. Well, now they are available in, should we do number 7 straight after, lovely? We've got time to do number 7 as well. Okay, we've got the yellow gold overlay as well. So you've got 3 pairs, £9.95. That means that 1 pair of earrings here in solid sterling silver with 18 karat rose gold are under £3, and I think it's, what is it, £3.33 per pair? That's amazing. You could sell those on for way more.
Yeah.
Aren't they fab? Just make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can. So, yeah, £3.31, isn't it? That's amazing value. Well, surely you would sell just a pair of these for £10 with the 18 karat gold.
Absolutely. Yeah.
With nothing else, even if you just bought them as is and sold them on for a profit, and sold each pair for £10, saying that they are solid sterling silver with rose gold overlay at £9.99 per pair.
Yeah.
You've made a big markup. Love these. these earrings are so precious and so cute. Sue, agree with you.
Yeah.
I think they are fab. Really, really fab. They are a definite must-have. Now, those are the rose gold. Do you love your yellow gold? Because we've got your yellow gold. Ooh.
These are just good for your present
Aren't they
drawer
just?
as well, aren't
And
they?
do you know what? I'm just
Yeah.
thinking to myself here, because my niece Grace is having her ears pierced for her birthday, and my other niece Olivia has just had her birthday, and she's just had her actual piercings closed up, so she's just had hers redone. They would love these.
Yeah.
Here's the yellow gold. 18 karat
Cute.
yellow gold, top of solid sterling silver, and the butterfly. I mean, it's just fab.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, did we have these in plain silver and they've sold out? Okay, so these are the last of stock. I think these are brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. More of these. And the rose gold, the yellow gold, and if you had multiple piercings in your ears, you could wear the silver, the gold, and the rose gold,
Absolutely.
and have the Trinity colours.
Yeah.
Really lovely. So you've got solid sterling silver, 18 karat yellow gold, plus the butterfly backs, all coming your way. Can we match the price on the yellow gold? Is the question. Yeah, is the answer. 0800 644 655. 30-day money back guarantee, even with your earrings. £9.95. I think that's amazing. Again, if you are, so £3.31, take them home, repackage them in your gift boxes or wrap them in tissue paper, you know, however you want to. And then, if you were to be honest with you, people would expect to pay more than £9.99 for 18 karat gold and precious metal. They really would.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Beautifully made. Look at that. You can see that really lovely, strong design as well. Love those. Really do. £9.95 on your screen. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming on those, won't you? Please do. Love those. Last of stock on both the rose gold and the yellow gold. So please do make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Really lovely. Well done. Great stuff. Really like those. Fab, fab, fab. They were an absolute steal at that price.
Yeah.
We can indeed.
Leftover for me.
The nipper tool. That's the only reason that you want me to pick this up. Because I have to say the word nipper. I know you. Becky's like, just pick up number 10, Ray. Just read what it says on the package. It's a nipper tool. Don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate. What were they called? Nib bits. I didn't call them nib bits. What were they, Kerry? Nib bits. Nib bits. I didn't call them that. I'm never going to live that down.
There's a story here.
Yeah. So, please tell me, do we know what the nipper tools are for? I can't say that quickly, can I, with my accent? Nipper tool. Let's not go there, shall we? Right. They've got comfortable handles, a rivet joint construction, single leaf spring, and a nipper tool. Nipper tool is for cutting soft wires and cords.
Oh, really?
Snippers.
Well, let's try them on the fire line, because I'm struggling with normal cutters.
Oh, yeah,
on the
okay,
fire.
there we go. Go for it, my lovely. There
That's
we
what
go.
it's for.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
So, it says nipper tool. It's your fault, Becky. It's just the way she went, can you pick up number 10, please? Read out what it says on the package. Nipper tool. Thanks for that. No warning. No, it does say for cutting soft wires and cords only. So no big gauges, only small gauge soft wires. So, again, if you, maybe a 0.25. Could snip that?
Yeah,
So what were
yeah.
you snipping your... Oh, that's got a good
It's
snip
good
to it. That's got a good snip, hasn't
spring
it?
in it, doesn't it?
Mm.
The flush cutters and the my normal
okay.
cutters.
Okay.
And I even tried with scissors on the fire line. So and it didn't. It works, but that's the ticket, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So
For bead day, CB day, perfect. For bead day, bead day. Oh no, stop it. Look where you've made me go now. Bad team, bad influence. Honestly, I'm so good normally. And then I come in here and there's such a bad influence this lot, honestly. I said willy-nilly. And that's what I said. I said willy and then nilly straight after
and
it.
did everybody go?
Thank you very much. There was method in that madness, I'm telling you now. There was not a pause between the two words. No, there wasn't. Oh.
I swear he didn't say Nilly. I
I did say willy-nilly.
don't think he did.
Well, I meant to. I wouldn't have just said the first one and just left it hanging there. And we need to stop. We need to stop. Seriously. Look, come on now.
nippers.
Nippers. Shouldn't be that happy. Shouldn't be that funny, but it is. Listen, don't go anywhere because the fire beads, party 1 and party 2, coming your way next here at Jewellery Maker, and of course our second kit with Hayley with the tiller beads and your delicas. Please do make sure you are staying tuned. Oh my goodness me.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend $4.95 with us, you'll get a free welcome pack which contains everything you need to get started, including step-by-step project cards and a DVD which will give you the chance to be able to create an arrangement of different items of jewellery. You'll also get a manual which will help to familiarise you with all the items you're going to be creating and all the tools you're going to need to do so. Plus you'll also get a free pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier, so why not give it a go today? It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Now, I'm going to do the party 1 and party 2. And then I'm going to let you into a little treat secret that we've just been given. Now, party 1 first. This is your fire beads. Now, I've got to say, we very, very, very rarely see these outside of our kits. This is where our team flex a little bit of muscle and not just bring us one strand outside of a kit, but bundle together last of stock. And it is last of stock, 97 strands, 97 bundles, I should say, 97 bundles. So this is party 1, party part 1. So you've got some really lovely colours. We've got the 3mm in the silver Aurora Borealis. There's 50 pieces on that strand. You've got the 4mm, and of course that's the crystal gold fire beads, and that's the 38 per strand. And then you've got the faceted crystal Aurora Borealis fire beads, 6mm, there's 23 of those on the strand. And then you've got the faceted round smoked topaz fire beads, 4mm, 38. So you've got a lot, oh sorry, I didn't mention the jet as well. So the jet, now all of those, I know some of them use gemstone names, they're all colours. Okay, they are all colours. But my goodness me, there's a lot of sparkle there, isn't there? Even in the studio, there's a lot going on. Now, bear in mind, okay, they've got a very decent sized drill hole,
yes,
haven't
they?
So they pass through so many of our different beading materials, including your wires. You've got different sizes. Now, I have to say, I haven't ever seen the larger size fire beads before. So these are the 6mm crystal Aurora Borealis fire beads. There's 23 on that strand. This is the round smoke topaz 4mm. This is the gold fire 4mm. That's the jet colour in the 4mm, 38 again on the strand, and then you've got your silver Aurora Borealis. So that's got like a silver base, but also with that sort of almost that unicorn colour on the surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, a huge amount of interest in this bundle. Massive. Now, I did give you a little bit of a hint at how good the deal was going to be. Have you multi-bought? I really, really hope so. Now, I'm just double checking. We're definitely doing that price for the 5 strands. Are you ready? Are you steady? Go. You're getting 5 strands of your fire beads for $9.95. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah, they're certainly dazzling, aren't they?
Aren't they? Just that under £2 per strand. Under £2 per strand. 0800 644 655. Whether you're working with them together, whether you're separating them up, I would be inclined to pop the Aurora Borealises together. I have to say, those 3 together, those champagnes and the jet, oh, decadent.
They're almost, if you add a toggle onto the end of them, they're a perfect length for a bracelet, aren't they?
Indeed. Let's just
so they're almost good to go.
Oops, hang on a moment.
Yeah, once you've got your threads and your clasps and your jump rings,
yeah,
it's perfect.
Absolutely. They are fab. I just think the value for money here on being able to get these at under £2 per strand for your fire beads, and because they are so versatile, because they've got a decent drill size, you know, thinking about your, you know, as you were saying, excuse me, saying earlier about bridal wear.
Yes.
And bridal commissions, you know, there are definitely moments here that would embellish maybe, you know, the bride's handbag or something, picking up colours, the colour theme of the wedding and so on. $9.95 on your screen.
Or even mother of the bride with your golden tones in there.
Definitely. Really, really lovely. Do make sure that you're checking out and confirming There were 97 bundles and well over half is gone out the door. Let's do party 2 while you're checking out on those. Now party number 2, slightly larger sizes in these that I've not, and colours of them that I have not seen before. So, we've got, in this is the second bundle. So just to go through them, we've got the 4mm Crystal Labrador fire bead, 38 on the strand. We've got the 4mm Cobalt fire beads, 38 on the strand. We've got the white alabaster fire polished beads, I should say, 6mm. You've then got the pastel grey silver fire beads, and then of course you've got the Jet California. So, I mean, you have got a substantial amount of very different fire beads that we don't normally see.
I love the pop-up blue.
It's really good. It's like the most vibrant lapis lazuli, isn't it?
Yeah, with a bit of a glow to it.
Yeah, it is fabulous to see. So this is part 2. And again, going under £10. Multi-buy. We have just over 100 of this bundle, just over. It's not massive when you think we've gone to £8.95. £8.95 for all of way under £2 per strand, which I think is fabulous, especially given the sizes of some of those.
Yeah, and the coating on them as well. Yeah.
Really, really fabulous. The white alabaster is actually almost like a white opal effect,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, it does have that
sort of opalescence effect to it. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Please hold those lines. Now, while you're coming in and checking out on those, and before we join Hayley for our second kit, on the weekend, we launched, you'll have already seen a little video clip going out for it in the breaks, for your skulls and crowns. Well, this launches and supposed to be on Saturday, but we've got it for you this evening. Now this is coming, can we open these for pre-order? Is that okay? So we're going to open them up for pre-order for you. Now it's not just the pendant or charm that you've got there. We've also got for you 4, I like these a lot, 4 little miniature. Now for me, these are Day of the Dead celebration ones.
Definitely.
You know, because you've got the hearts for the eyes and the nose, they are a lot more Cinco de Mayo, aren't they? The Mexican celebration.
Definitely.
They're certainly not a Halloween, but they are Bacranium. But for me, these look, and you're getting 4 in the pack. And if I just show you the difference in the size. So there's your pendant. And there's either earrings or maybe charms, for example. Now, they are all coming up for you. That you can open all of those up for pre-order right now. If you've got to go to bed, if you're thinking to yourself, do you know what, I can't sit here until 10 to 9, Ray. That's okay, that's fine. Pre-order them now. Because then, whatever happens, you've had first access to them. They're supposed to be with you on Saturday. Right, kit number 2. Let's bring you some gorgeous colours. And it is, it's that time of year. We've had a lot of dark colours, a lot of decadent colours. It's now time to see some sort of lovely sort of spring and pastel tones coming through.
Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
So we've got in this pack for you, details on the screen. So we've got the matte metallic seafoam green Delica in the size 11. We've got the transparent matte transparent azure in the size 11 Mayuki seed bead. You've also then got your half Tila in the crystal luster. You've got the Tila in the matte opaque of the white ones, and then of course you've got the Tila silk pale green. That is a beautiful colour. Really lovely. Such gorgeous colours that they all work beautifully together, don't they? Really, really lovely. So you get 5 packs. Your white matte tiller beads, your Japanese seed bead tiller, of course, in that wonderful, wonderful silk pale green. The seafoam green in the size 11 Delica. You've then got, of course, the matte transparent azure seed bead in the size 11. And then, of course, you've got the crystal luster as well. So, I love what you've done with these as well. We were talking about this earlier because you work with metals primarily.
Yeah.
That's your speciality. So it was about incorporating something that you are very used to working with, that you have, you know, expertise in, with something that's quite new to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's how would it work for me, basically. So yes, I've combined metalwork with the seed beading, and I think I had copper to hand from previous kits. And it just worked beautifully with the colours.
It does look, the colours do look beautiful with it.
I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't do an awful lot of seed beading. There's not much in there, but I think it works really well.
It's got quite a native Indian sort of feel to it, you know, Native American Indian. It's got, definitely, it's got that, there's something about the design, the sort of tasseled effect on the seed beading, and I think the copper work with it as well. They work so beautifully with each other.
Yeah, exactly. And the tiller beads are so much fun to work with.
Are they? Okay,
well, they're really easy. I mean, I think what some people find intimidating about seed beading is they're small and they're really delicate. But with the tiller beads, or the tiller beads, that because they're actually bigger, it happens quicker and they have more impact. So I really enjoy working.
And it still looks delicate and it still looks intricate. But, and what's lovely is that you still get that effect without using hundreds. Without using tubes and tubes and tubes in a more sort of heavyweight design. But you still get a lovely effect, even though you've just used sort of just a few. I think that speaks for the quality of them themselves and why they're so popular.
Yeah, I can see that as well, actually. You're quite right.
Definitely. Look, the details are on your screen for these, and then of course we're going to go through to Hayley's demo on how sort of she's put this all together for us. Under 20 for those. Now, they were supposed to be at $24.95. We have squeezed every penny that we possibly can off for you on these. And I am just going to say as well, for those of you who are pre-ordering on the brand new skull designs that I've just shown you, well done. Wow. What a response to those. Phenomenal work. That's for the pendant and for the charms. You've all literally rushed the phone lines and started pre-ordering those. Brilliant work. Well done. So details on your screen for your tiller beads, $19.95. I'll just go through those colours once more for you. Matte metallic seafoam green size 11 Delicas, matte transparent azure seed bead Delicas size 11s, and then you've got the half tiller crystal luster beads, easy for you to say. Then you've got the matte tiller beads in the opaque white and the silk in the pale green. Okay, so they're all there for you. And Hayley, my lovely, over to you.
All right.
Lovely colours.
So I might not end up making entire pieces, but I'll talk about how I put things together. If you're not a metal worker, and a lot of seed beaders won't be metal workers, there's often blanks that are sold on JM.
That's right,
and copper, silver, all sorts of things. So don't worry about cleaning up the metalwork yourself. I mean, I did do those, but you can just get one of those.
So we've got butterfly blanks there.
And I mean, I pierced some holes, some extra holes in that, and then you can hang your seed beads off that, or your tiller beads off that.
We'll have a look at that in a sec.
Yeah, I'll have a play with that and see how we can actually work it. And then here, the way I actually designed it is actually, the beads themselves have got 2 holes in them. I'll hold that up, there you go. So if you can quite see that. So 2 holes, so I had to plan how many holes I drilled into my piece of metal. And so I've got 3 drops in this particular one. You can have as many as you want or as little as you want, and drilled 6 holes. And then just lay out how you want your pattern to be. It could be any combination. I have to say, I love these half tillers. They just, They're not obvious, but they just add some sparkle.
There's a bit of sparkle, and it's not overpowering, is it?
It's not overpowering.
I have to say that the silk and the azure together.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Absolutely. So as you said, then you add in the blue in the in-betweens, and it just pops, doesn't it? So
and like you said, you know, they're such a great brand, and you don't need a lot. It's just that little punch of colour, just tiny little pop, isn't it?
I'm just going to grab this
Yeah,
necklace
please do,
here, actually, because that there, forget about that. If you just look at the arm,
definitely.
that's a bracelet.
Yeah. And so what's that? That's the full matte the two blue azures, then the half tiller, then the green, and just alternated through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, lovely.
I mean, really, and if you look at the ends, I don't know if you can get that, Sam, sorry to, there you go. So that's just a loop of the teeny tiny delicas, and then a jump ring through that loop. Super easy. And actually, I'll show you how to get that started. So to start off with that design, it's better to work from the middle and out, because I'm going to take some of the fire line from the first kit. It just seemed a natural thing to do. And then fold it in half and start to thread on my bead. So I've got 7 of the blue delicas at the bottom to create that loop. And if we were going to turn that strap into a bracelet, that is where you would actually put your jump ring. But it's just going to form the part. So down there, that's where you would put a jump ring there to make a connection. But it's just going to form the part of our design. I've actually put so I've made a long length. I've
Needles on both ends.
Needles on both ends.
Okay.
A, so that they don't all come off, and then B, so that it's actually already structured. I'm going to remove that middle section there, because that's the bit that I've already threaded onto my fire line. And I'm going to show you. So if I lay that there, that's the middle part of the design. I'm going to bring that forward. There we go. And to thread it up, it gets a little bit confusing, but once you get into the rhythm of it, it's quite fun. So now that I've got that all threaded down one side, all I need to do is then start going up the other side. So with my needle, I'm going to bring the needle through the first tiller, but don't forget the little blue beads, okay? So let the other ones fall out the way. This is probably the fiddliest thing about the whole process.
Oh, because you're threading the actual beads onto the needle through
yes.
Yes, okay.
So on the other side it's fine, but then you've got to pull the needle back down, keep that bead balance in place, and then get the next little one in position. So it's actually quite fun. It's kind of like a game of aiming, you know. Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? There you go. And then the next one. And you can just keep on going. You could make this strand as long or as short as you wanted to. Okay, I'll just
concentration.
I know. I'm surprised my tongue isn't hanging out, but it's that's the thing
Do you
about
have the tongue of concentration as well?
sometimes when I'm cutting with scissors, I have the same action with my mouth as my hands are doing.
It's like when you're trying to feed a baby. You make all those mouth shapes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at the end of this section now, and then what I'm going to do is make sure that that's in the middle, because I want to maximize the use of that thread when I get into, there you go, so slide that into position and you can see how that forms a lovely part of that design. Now I'm going to take a needle through each of my middle holes there that I've drilled, pop that back down, make sure I've got the right thread on the right side.
Yeah, okay.
Thread it through on one side and thread it through on the other. Okay. Pull it up nice and tightly.
So that's your sort of first tassel.
That's
from
my first tassel,
okay.
exactly. Making sure it's the right way up. And then to secure it in place, what I need to do, flip it upside down, so I'm looking at it from the back. Grab one side and then bring it back round and through the top blue bead, okay? It could be the top two, doesn't really matter. And then back through the hole that's drilled as well. And that should secure it. Just making sure that that's not hooking onto anything that I don't want it to hook onto. And I've got the wrong one, which is typical. But actually, it's quite a useful thing to show you. When you go into the wrong place, what's beautiful about having these beads, even the delicas, you can actually pull the needle back through really easily. So it doesn't really matter if you go too far wrong. Unlike some seed beading, if you get it really wrong, you've got to start again, or I just crunch off one of the beads if I've put in too many.
Oh, okay.
So actually, because there's so many in the kit, it doesn't matter if you'll miss a few. Right, now we're on the right side. There you go. Stitch it into position. Okay, so that's nice and firm. And then do the other side. Through the two beads to match the one on the previous side. And then through the hole. Making sure it's not caught. Pulling it nice and taut, making sure it's nice and flush at the top, and then going through into the next section, okay? So, and just checking that it's not all twisted, easily done. That's probably the most frustrating thing. There you go. And then starting the next tassel.
Yeah, okay.
And it's literally just a case of doing the same thing again, threading it all the way down and all the way up.
And then all the way back up. And again, taking the needle through and being patient with that so that you're actually sliding the seed beads onto the needle, adjusting
exactly.
again.
So to be honest, that is literally the process. To finish it off, we could continue doing that, but I want to show you a little simple pair of earrings. All you really need to do, let's say I finish it off on this side here. All you really need to do is just tie a few knots in it. And this fire line that we had in the previous kit knots and ties up really easily.
Well, it's nice as well because you can hardly notice it.
It's really discreet. If you really hate that, seeing that there, what you could do is cut out a panel of suede or the ultra suede and put it on the back and have it really more discreet. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a row of three
that looks
drop
great
down.
just on its own like that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite fun, isn't it? You can have, so then the next one was going to be 2, and then you could have one with 1. You could graduate it down.
Lovely.
Simple pair of earrings.
Yeah.
Okay. So same sort of thing, really. It's going to, we can have it as long or as short as you want it to be. And I love the colour of this blue. So I'm just going to use that onto a head pin. Okay. And I'm going to repeat the pattern on the other side. But obviously we, with the tillers, you've got to actually kind of think about how you do it. So I'm going to start off with one side. I'll make the pattern up as I go along, but it's basically alternating between the options that we have available to us. So there.
So you've got 2 pairs, so a pair of head pins in each pair of earrings. Does that make sense? In each ear.
2 head pins in each earring, quite right, yes. It's good that you actually said that because it can be quite confusing, but it's actually the simplest and sweetest and quickest little thing to do.
Well, they're really effective because you can see in the design. It's actually really lovely when you've got the actual, the lovely sort of look of that rose gold colour from the copper at the end of the earrings and just as the stoppers.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, although with the copper, the beaten copper texture, there is something quite ethnic about it. I think with these ones, they have a bit of a deco feel about them, a bit more geometric. Okay, so there is 1 pin, all loaded up. Okay. Now it's just a case of getting it through. So the only thing that you have to actually think about is adding in your extra blues in the middle of each bead. Okay, so slide the pin up here. And again, it's about aim. So it's the same as the process with the needle. There you go, just slide that in there. But then you've got to reverse it a little bit.
So a little bit like what you did with the thread, but doing with the head pins.
It's kind of like aim and game. Okay, bring it round, reverse it slightly, line it up with the hole. Hopefully it goes through. Move that one out the way. In a way, it's like a kind of a Tetris in some ways, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's great that because it does go together very easily.
Yeah, it does. Okay, last 2 beads. And then at the top, actually what I should have done was put the loop on the first one first so it was secure. Otherwise this is just, if I drop it, it's all falling out. But it'll be fine.
So you're snipping?
So I'm snipping. So as is standard, you want 1 centimetre above your beads for a good loop. And with your round nose pliers, just create a loop by rolling the wire all the way around until it touches on the other side. If it doesn't touch entirely, don't worry, just nudge it a little bit more and then correct it. So that's a P shape. You want to make it more of an O shape by putting the tip of the pliers inside and on the neck, creating an O. And we repeat the same thing on the other side. A bit more than that. And make another loop. There you go. Okay, and now all we do with these is I'll put that on the mat so you can have a look and see how effective that is. It's really fun. And then get a pair of flat pliers and bring the 2 loops together so that they're, I'm going to put a jump ring through that. There you go. It's just a bit more secure. Get a jump ring. So with the jump ring you want to open it with a twist rather than pulling it apart. So the split facing up towards the sky, twisting it open, pulling the jump ring through both the loops and then attaching your earring hook onto that, and then it's a job done.
Oh, almost.
That was almost. Almost.
There was almost a little cascade of blue
Yeah,
then.
exactly. So there you go. So there's a simple pair of earrings. So that's just a couple of different ways of attaching these beads to metal, to pins, to wire. Doesn't necessarily have to be stitching and whatnot, but it works quite effectively in both ways. And in terms of that butterfly,
the stamp, blank, sorry.
I mean, that's really just, now that you know how you could work it, you could really just play with your design and see how it would perhaps come around more in a circular pattern or with tassels with the pins. It's entirely up to you, and then just play with ideas. Maybe have something
lovely. Really lovely idea. I think the colours are gorgeous. Somebody messaged in saying, Ray, how come you like the green ones? They look like the colour of pre-night. No, they don't. They really don't. This is a lovely colour. They don't look anything like pre-night's colour. I promise you. I promise you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much. Make sure that you are checking out on these. Okay, so let's just to recap for you. What is happening in, oh my gosh, about 15 minutes, tonight's flown, 15 minutes, we've got our brand new Cinco de Mayo, the Day of the Dead. And of course, let me just pop up for you as well, the smaller, you get a pack of 4 of the smaller charms. Now, they're supposed to be launching for you on Saturday, but we've got them for you tonight. You are pre-ordering these. Well done, which is lovely to see. It's in the rose gold colour, which is gorgeous as well. But cranium at its best, all coming your way. However, we've got a little bit more to squeeze in for you before then. So, oh, they're over there. Hang on a minute, stretch. Without knocking anything over.
Well done, you.
Yeah, I know, get me. Oh. Ooh, with, I'm just double checking because yes please, because I don't think, no, I haven't got those here, lovely. So sorry, hun, I do not have them here. Labradorite nuggets coming up for you. I had faceted slabs, but no nuggets. Double H on 84 centimetres. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Hayley. Oh, lovely Labradorescents coming. Oh, lovely Labradorescents coming up. Lovely. I was proper Welsh. You can tell I've been home for a couple of days. Few days. More than a few days. All right, team. Yeah, thanks for that. These have got a lovely amount of Labradorescents, haven't they? Gorgeous. Now, they are quite impressive. Now, when you see Labradorite and you see it in the studio and it catches the light and Labradoresses, I'm going to bring in a black background because this is where, if you're seeing what we're seeing in the studio, that is something to write home about. Look at it. For smaller moments where these are offcuts of bigger pieces of Labradorite, can you imagine what the large piece of Labradorite must have looked like to produce? Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I can imagine a really, you know, the massive multi-gem nugget neckline pieces that Mark Smith has created.
Oh, yes.
In these Labradorites would be
Yes.
really impressive, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Really nice. 0800 644 655 natural Madagascar Labradorite. There are 95 strands left. That's it. 84 centimetre strand, $2.95.
Wow.
Glorious, absolutely glorious. And what I am going to do is I am just going to let me pop this onto here and then just drop that down so you get a chance to see
That looks good.
some really lovely Labradorescence there. Absolutely gorgeous. We are looking at $2.95. We've got less than 100 left. Go, 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 and multi-buy. Hello to Fiona and Carolyn. Hello to Nia. Hello to Bidders in Berkshire, Devonshire. Hello to East Sussex, Ayrshire, Newport, Essex, Greater London. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. If smaller pieces of Labradorite are showing you Labradorescence down the camera lens, imagine what it's going to look like when it gets home. They are fabulous. Again, really beautiful moments of that full Labradorescence. Really, that's lovely to see.
Really good.
So many different ways of working with your nuggets and your chips of your Labradorite as well, from your memory wire bracelets to more elaborate pieces to tasseling with these. And there's plenty on that strand, isn't there?
There is a lot.
Look at these.
Yeah, there was one in that picture that actually was just blue.
Literally the whole thing was turquoisey blue, yeah. $2.95 on your screen. Make sure you're checking out. We are 7 minutes away from the brand new skull charms and skull pendant. Thank you to everybody who's multi-bought already. Karen, well done indeed to you. Hello, Joan, Paula and Jane, Vicky, Charlotte, Celeste and Tina. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can, won't you? Really lovely stuff. Hold those lines. That's lovely. We can indeed. Where would they be? Number 4? Yeah. Some more lovely black spinel with some gorgeous luster coming your way there. Now, we had a really long strand for you earlier, in, 98 centimetres, I think it was. This is a little bit shorter on that 30 centimetres, but just as lustrous, just as glamorous, just as natural, and just as beautiful, all on your screen. You've got a slight graduation from 2x1 to 4x3 millimetres on that strand. Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming as soon as you can on this one. 45 carats in total. Spinel is really high up on the Mohs scale. Not as high as a diamond, obviously diamond is the highest on the Mohs scale. That's the hardness of gemstone scale. Spinel is really high up there. It's around about a 9, 9.5. And what you get is a durable, wearable, beautiful gemstone that you're going to get a lot of longevity out of. So enjoy working with it. Really, really do. 0800 644 655 and the code is QUUD24 495. Wow.
That's,
what? So good, isn't it?
No. That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
I was just there thinking, actually I would like to make myself a little spinel bracelet because I haven't got one. And before an everyday bracelet.
Yeah, definitely. I think black spinel is a really, look at how sparkly that is.
And as you mentioned, because of the durability,
as a bracelet. It's
Yeah.
perfect. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say fluorites as a bracelet because they are all apatite even, because apatite, you know, they're quite low down on the Mohs scale, but because it's so durable, you could add rings as well, you know. Those, you know, the cluster head pin rings that you get. Oh my goodness me, this would be perfect for it. Make sure you're checking out and confirming. We are 5 minutes away from the rose gold. Please do make sure you're checking out. Now, bearing in mind, okay, if I just grab one of those little, you're going to get a pack of 4 charms. Look at that.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
That just works,
Yes.
doesn't it? Rose gold, Day of the Dead charm, and then, of course, your black spinel.
Love it.
Genuine black spinel, not your pretends, your real deal spinels, and then your rose gold. And you could walk into, you know, can you imagine walking into Thomas Sabo and asking for something like that? Absolutely. And can you imagine the price point that you'd be paying for that? Absolutely. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming on those. Huge good luck. They are lovely. Really lovely. Where are we going next then? Yes, let's do that. We definitely need this little mat for that.
Oh, my best stone.
Is it? It does look pretty darn spectacular. We've got 10 carats of Ethiopian opal graduated plain drops, 3x2 to 8x5 millimeters, and the play of colour is superb. Look at that.
Yes.
I mean, what we're seeing in the studio, I don't think it translates down it doesn't translate down the camera lens, but when you get it home, even from that angle there, look at the play of colour, it's electric.
It is.
I love how they're paired.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to use those ones that are similar for drop earrings,
They've done the work for you.
it's done. You don't have to
That is
have
clever,
you know, the task of kind of matching them.
Yeah.
They really are superb. Diaphanity, opalescence, play of colour, static play of colour. Static play of colour in an opal is everything.
There's some reds in there as well, isn't there? The top one.
Absolutely superb.
Yeah.
Look at that one. I don't know if you're seeing this. No, you're not seeing the same thing. Okay, I'm going to hand this over to Hayley so that Hayley can move it around because so if I give that to you and you move it around in the light now, you can see. Have a look at the colours that I'm seeing.
Yes, from that
Look at
angle.
that.
Good
It's
grief.
amazing. And that's just from moving it from the studio like there to
Yeah. Wow. I wonder if you can see it.
you. It is superb.
Amazing.
It is a gorgeous gemstone.
Yeah.
$41.95 on your screen. Some really high-end Ethiopian Wello opals here. All organic, all hydrophane, all absolutely superbly lit with the play of colour. Very, very last of stock. Do make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Hold those lines, stay where you are. We're going to move on to last month's birthstone. You know, I didn't actually see that much garnet last month.
It was a little bit, but not that much, no.
Lovely purples.
It is. Yeah.
Really nice.
Quite juicy, isn't it?
50 carats of garnet nuggets, 3x5 to 4x7 millimeters, 38 centimeter strand. All natural, all genuine, all the real deal. Proper mulberry tones coming through. And they are gorgeous, aren't they? There is a rhodolite quality to this colour. Rhodolite means rose stone, and it's where you see the pinks and the purples coming through within the garnet family. There is a definite, here in the studio, that is a rhodolite tone, isn't it?
Definitely, without a doubt.
Really lovely colours. Again, this would work, and I am going to bring it in because it is gorgeous, but with the rose gold skull that we've got coming up for you, It would look outstanding. Those colours in the rose gold, that looks beautiful. Really quite spectacular. Those gorgeous Bacranium Day of the Dead skull charms and the pendant are coming up for you next. $5.95 on your garnet. $5.95 on your garnet, and of course you've got one shipping and handling charge for the entire day, and of course you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything. So enjoy the fact that you are getting from the state of Rajasthan, of course, in India, beautiful Rajasthan garnets, the Prince of Garnets as it's known. Beautiful purples and pinks coming through there, really, really lovely. It is almost time. Almost time. Thank you to everybody who has already, if you've already pre-ordered on these, absolutely standout work. We've got a set of 4 smaller charms as one opportunity, and we've got the big pendant charm first for you. So Star Buy is not supposed to be played until Saturday, but we've got them for you. These are fabulous. Now these are brand new, supposed to launch on Saturday. And available for you tonight. The Silver Sugar Skull. Now there's definitely that much more of the Day of the Dead look to this, isn't it? You know, you see the fabulous colours, you see the brilliant makeup designs for that massive celebration, the Latina celebration, of course. And you've got that wonderful rose gold colour. Now I'm just going to spin that round for you very, very quickly to show you the other side. So you can see the rose gold continues on the other side. It is one piece that you're getting at 2.4 grams. 2.4 grams of solid sterling silver with your 18 karat rose gold overlay. Now I am going to take that up to the neckline for you just to kind of show you size-wise what we're looking at, but I'll just take that up to the neckline just to show you. I really like this.
Yeah,
it's a
so do
lovely
I.
size.
It's a great size, and it's actually quite a happy little face.
It is, isn't it? And again, Cinco de Mayo, you know, with the Day of the Dead, if you think about Bacranium jewellery, it's about celebration. It's a celebration of life.
Yeah.
I know that the skull is the symbol for it, but it is a celebration of humanity, it's a celebration of life, and that's what it's all about. So what you have here, although, and I would have said that the skulls that we launched for you back in sort of September, October time last year, they were a little bit more of a traditional skull. Still Bacranium, which is still the celebration of humanity, of course, and the celebration of life. But this is most definitely that time where we get to sort of embrace a little bit more, I would say a little bit more of a commercial look to this. A little bit more what you'd expect to see at Thomas Sabo. A little bit more what you'd expect to see at those sort of, you know, really sort of high-end charm designers. Say that again for me, please, Beck. Rose gold plated on top of solid sterling silver. Yeah. Links of London, skull pendant. £120. Wowzers. Okay. Yeah. So you found something that looks similar to this. Okay, 34. Okay, £34. And where's that from? And that's not solid sterling silver. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Not on the high street yet. Okay, so £40, is that silver? Yeah, okay. And another one for 60. Okay. Which are, excuse me, prices, having commissioned charms for a very long time and having been a part of a charm collection and 2 charm collections for a very, very long time, those are the sort of prices that I expect from those companies. and it's solid sterling silver. And if you're sat at home going, yeah, but it's not the same. The solid sterling silver is not the same. It absolutely is the same. The solid sterling silver, if it's got 925 solid sterling silver, it is the same, whether it's here, whether it's at Tiffany, whether it's Cartier, whether it's your high street jewellers, your boutique jewellers. If it's 925 genuine solid sterling silver, it is the same. And then we use in fact, we use a higher grade of 18. We use we should be saying probably 22 karat gold, but because of the process when you are plating, we are playing it safe and we are saying 18 karat gold plating on top of our solid sterling silver. So, with all that in mind, how much do you think? I mean, just the resale of that alone, can you imagine how much profit you would make off it? You imagine what we did with those rose gold earrings.
Yes.
And now we've got the rose gold skull, or sugar skull, I should say. I love it. I really, really do. Definitely a firm new favourite of that design. And I think that on the weekend, when we launch the skull collection on the weekend, you will see new designs for that as well. But this is definitely that that celebration of life and humanity. I love it, absolutely love it. Rose gold, you're loving it as well, 21 by 14 millimetres. It's going under £10.
Oh, good.
Isn't
I
it
crossed
good?
my fingers that would be the case.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Really,
That's very
really,
good.
really great. So I'm going to pop it over just the back of the hand so you can see if you were to wear the larger one as a charm on the back of the hand, how fabulous that would look as well. Look at the gleam that you're getting off that rose gold.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's well finished.
It really is well finished. 2.4 grams, solid sterling silver, $9.95, brand new. We've got the mini charms coming up for you, pack of 4 mini charms coming your way in a matter of moments. Both. If you're watching on the repeat, good luck, it's very busy. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming. Love, love, love that. And again, now we have just literally, I think I'm right in saying, it's just that, isn't it? We've just popped the, Sam, you've just popped this bail on here, haven't you, my lovely?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, darling. So it comes without the bail, like the mini charm does. I'm just going to pick that up in the tweezers. There we go. So it comes with a connector.
A little loop on the top.
Little loop on the top, and Sam, just so that we could pop it onto a chain, has just quickly popped a little coil bail on there for
So
us.
you just
that
need another jump ring.
yeah,
And that's
it. And that's it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it would work with the tiller beads that we've had,
Yeah.
because of course it brings out that rose gold colour that you've had with the copper tonight. It would work with the metallics that you had in your first kit. It would work with some of the gemstones that we've had for you tonight, where you've been able to work with your different gemstones. Even just in sort of your stretchy bracelets with the charm on, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the fact that we are sort of expanding the Bacranium collection, because the skulls that we had were very, very traditional on the run-up to Christmas. These are, and the run-up to Halloween, I should say, these are a little bit more for everyday wear, aren't they? They're not just kind of, your typical sort of Halloween skull.
Yes, I agree completely. And it can be worn by anybody, any age.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Really love those. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming on those ones. We've got the mini charms for you next. So, we've got a pack of 4 mini charms.
So sweet.
I love these. I
Yeah.
think just one of these, oh, wrong way around, hang on a stretchy bracelet or earrings.
Earrings are just
And it's
easy.
just made, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get 4 of them in the pack.
Or as a ring charm as well.
Yeah, definitely, that would work. They are 10 by 7 millimeters. Exactly the same design as the larger, which I'm just going to bring in for you, because if you wanted to get the set, you got the 4 mini charms and then the larger size pendants. If you do want to get the set and make a full suite of jewellery, pendant, earrings and a little charm, maybe even on a ring or on a bracelet, you've got the full suite ready to go. 4 in the pack with the rose gold. And again, thinking about how easy they are going to be to work with as well.
You don't actually need, simply on a stretchy bracelet or on an earring hook, that is it. You don't even need to.
No, I agree with you.
But then a cluster design would be quite fun as well.
Yeah,
so.
it would be, but I have to think about how the high-end designers,
Yeah,
the
that's
your
quite
Thomas
right.
Sabo, your
True.
Links of London, how they would work with this.
Plain and simple.
And they would work with this very simply. You know, they'd have a black agate or they'd have a faux stone bracelet with just a simple jump ring and one of these hanging off it, and they'd want, you know, 30, 40 pounds for it.
Or
easily.
more.
Easily. So again, you know, thinking outside of the box, thinking about how commercially these are going to work. You know, if Angela was here, of course, who is kind of our business expert when it comes to selling your jewellery, you know, if Angela were here, you know, she would be saying about how versatile these are, how commercial, how very, very, very popular these are going to be, and how much of an easy return you're going to get for your money.
Yeah.
0800 644 655, £9.95 for 4. £9.95 for 4. So you are looking at your larger size plus the 4 small for under £20. And if you've already paid your shipping and your handling charge because you've already bought with us today, you are sorted. I have to say, love, love, love these. Favourite skulls that we've done so far. I do like the ones that slide onto kind of leather that we had for you earlier, but I do think that there is just something very, yes, they're on trend, and if you think about how Day of the Dead sort of in a theme, handbags, shoes, jumpers, you know, it is everywhere at the moment, those wonderful bright colours, and I do think that these lend themselves, that they are of the moment and so affordable, aren't they?
They are. I think I agree with you. I think these are probably my favourite skulls as well.
They're great. Really, really lovely. Make sure that you are checking out and confirming on these. 0800 644 655. Supposed to be held back for launch on Saturday, but we got a sneak peek. Now, if they don't sell out tonight, you may get a second chance opportunity on Saturday morning, of course, when we do the full skull launch, but you won't necessarily have the full warehouse quantity that we started with tonight. So do enjoy it. Make sure that you're checking out and confirming as soon as you can. Number is on your screen. It's 0800 644 655. Make sure you're checking out and confirming. Of course, please do. You can do that on the web and on the app. But I have to say, they were a lovely little treat. Thanks, Scott, for those.
Yeah.
A little last minute. No, go on. You can have them for from the weekend, which is lovely. They are really, really nice. Really nice. And with our solid sterling silver findings with the gold overlay as well.
Yes.
Really are going to look gorgeous. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you, Ben.
Sorry.
That's all right, my lovely. Bless you.
That was revolting, really.
Was it really revolting? Okay, we don't need to know. We don't need to know. 0800 644 655, make sure you're checking out. Well done. Love those. Say that again, my lovely. Yeah. Okay, so the information for the pendant is at the bottom of your screen. So I'm just going to hold that up for you. Oh, I definitely, you've got to get this set, surely. So there's the larger of the two, that's the pendant, and there's your charm. Or, of course, your earrings if you wanted to as well. Mind you, I suppose you could buy 2 of these and wear the larger ones as earrings as well, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Bit of a head turner, bit of a statement. 0800 644 655. So the details on your screen, on your left-hand side of your screen, as if you're looking at it, is for the pack of 4 charms, and the details at the bottom of your screen running along there right now are for the larger skull pendant. So do make sure that you are checking out on those and confirm as soon as you can. Thank you, Hayley, for this evening.
Pleasure. Thank you. It's great. I enjoy working with you.
Oh, that's all right. See, that's nice. You make it sound like that's my fault, team. It is lovely to have your company. It really, really is. I will be back with you tomorrow night. I know 2 nights in a row. That hasn't happened for ages. You're back with us quite a bit this week, aren't you?
Friday morning.
So you're back Friday for the morning show.
And then Saturday evening.
It's not me. It's not me. So, have you got your kits?
I have got my kits. So on Friday morning we've got some sterling silver, and some cerulean. Yeah, I've never worked with it before, so I'm quite excited.
Lovely.
And then on Saturday, I've got metal clay. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, I'm not a metal clay worker, but I know some experts, so I hope they're not going to be watching, but I'm really excited to be working with it.
Is it, you're working, I know that you've worked with your seed beads before,
Yeah.
but is it, I think it's quite exciting that
it is.
you're getting a chance to work with all these different mediums.
I know, you know, when you get something that you don't normally work with, you go, ooh, but it pushes you a little bit, and you can always do it, and it's fun working it out. It's a bit adventurous, and then you have another skill. So it's
It's a good way to
it's a
look at it.
win-win, isn't
Definitely,
it? Yeah.
definitely. Thank you for tonight, my
It's a
lovely.
pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
team. Lovely to see you all again. Thank you to you for joining us here tonight. Now, if you're watching on the repeat, do give getting hold of those skulls a go. Please do by calling the call centre. And of course, if you are watching on the repeat, I'm going to see you a little bit later on. However, if you are watching us live right now, I will see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I hope you can join me for the late show tomorrow night. It'd be lovely to see you 2 days in a row. Hayley will be back with you on Friday. Myself and the team, we will be back with you from 6 o'clock tomorrow night on a Thursday, 2 days in a row. Big and good. Take care.
Gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today.